You're listening to Tara Lynn's A Geek Saga podcast. This episode features audio from a previously aired live video webcast.
So, we're live! Hello, I am Tara, aka A Geek Saga on basically all social media. This is our third annual Drinkin pre-Dragon Con webcast. And with me today, I have Andrew, Ashley, and Ren. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Yeah, Ashley, why don't you introduce yourself first?
I am Ashley. I'm on a podcast of Ice and Fire. I guess that's what I'm most known for. Help out at Ice and Fire Con and was in Westeros Musical. So that's my geek cred.
Oh yeah,
Westeros an American Musical.
I never think to mention that.
Well, I was also in Westeros American Musical. Hello, I'm Andrew. My Twitter stats check D. I just you posted the first time in Twitter in a year. Stat check podcast. Listen to it. We did a Dragon Con episode, and then Rudist Plays is my cosplay account, which I'm going to post a lot on for Dragon Con.
And I'm Ren. I'm a cosplayer. I've been cosplaying for many, 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 many years. And that's my cosplay handle is Rapso Costumes.
Oh, we have to start with what number Dragon Con is this for everybody?
Yes, yeah, oh yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is 8 for me.
I think it's 7 for myself.
7
it is, yeah. I remember yours, Ashley, because your first one was my second one.
I think I'm at 15.
Ren!
Wow.
You're the OG!
I think that's, so we look
Do you have an Eternal membership?
I do not, and I need to get one.
Good. The economics have already worked out for you.
I know.
We lost one of our friends who was supposed to join us, had a family emergency, but he was definitely our longest one last year.
But I don't think he's 15.
No, he was 12 or something.
Yeah, not 15.
So, real OG here with Ren.
Yeah, real. Not
Is it all right for me to ask, how old were you the first Dragon Con?
That is very rude, actually. As a Canadian, I'm offended.
I was 16, 17.
Wow.
That's very pure.
Yeah.
I didn't start going to conventions till into my 20s. I can't imagine doing cons as a teenager.
Seriously.
I mean, I started doing cons when I was 14.
But Dragon Con, though.
No, it wasn't Dragon Con.
Dragon Con at 16 isn't.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be an age restriction on Dragon Con, to be honest.
It was only for one day.
Yeah.
But still.
Just the tip, but it still counts.
Yeah.
It still counts.
That counts.
Yeah.
I mean, my first Dragon Con, I didn't stay on site, or I stayed a couple blocks behind the Westin at the Holiday Inn Express, and got there super late Thursday night, and had to leave first thing Monday morning.
Thursday was still Thursday, right?
Thursday was super early.
This was still when the ABC party was a thing that people could get into, and it wasn't some secret thing that you had to know the right people and stuff. But they had it in a big suite at the Hyatt. That was the first Dragon Con thing I did, other than get my badge, was go to that ABC party.
Yeah,
so.
It's 10 people. It's great.
So what about you, Andrew?
My first one, I stayed in Midtown and took the train in. I wasn't even cosplaying, totally overwhelmed with all my, at that point, Miami friends, which were all super normies. I felt out of place without a cosplay. Went to a couple panels, but just totally got washed. And now I'm full on committed to it, doing 8 panels, 11 panels, which seems a little bit less of a commitment, but whatever. It's out of control. This has grown to the point where I look at my schedule, and we'll talk about that. But I literally discovered a conflict in my schedule through the purpose of planning for this webcast.
Oh, did you?
Ahead of time.
Yes. I have to choose between a panel or going to a group photo shoot. I love you, Jen. You're the best, but I may skip the panel.
Oh no! Which panel?
Fire and Blood. So maybe
is that Dark History?
Yeah, Fire and Blood. That's the high fantasy one.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk more about that later.
We'll get to it.
Right now, we should probably discuss what our drinking rules are. So.
Oh, yeah, we're drinking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What are we drinking? I'm wine. Like, I always drink wine during Webcast because it's the easiest thing. I don't have to worry about it being like cold or like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to bring ice in or like mixers because I don't drink straight liquor. So
I do drink straight liquor. I'm drinking straight vodka right now. The bottle has been chilled. It's going right into my cup. So.
I'm being super classy.
Oh, yes. At least mine is a bottle. Like, it's a very large $7 bottle, but it's a bottle.
Don't judge your block.
I have an old fashioned. Actually.
Yeah, fancy.
Yeah.
I'm going to have one later tonight, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so that we know what we are drinking, we are going to talk about our drinking game rules. So, drink when any of the following happens or is mentioned. Legacy hotel rooms, the Dragon Con app.
Woo!
I feel like we have scheduling as a thing, but I feel like that kind of goes along with the Dragon Con app, so it's... I don't know if we really need to talk about that.
The app is actually something we eventually have to talk about. Whatever. We'll get there.
True. The word habit trail. Anytime anybody uses the word habit trail, which I think is not everybody uses that.
Oh, we use hamster trail.
I know I do.
Vomit trail?
And if you don't know what the habit trails are, they're the tunnel things, like the above ground tunnels that go between the hotels. There's one between the Hyatt and the Marriott, one between the Marriott and the Hilton, and one between the Westin and America's Mart.
And there's there's one between the America Mart 1 and 2, but that one will be closed this year. Fun fact.
That's good to know. I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I've never been able to find it, so I don't care. I knew it existed. I could never find it, so I'm like, whatever.
So anytime that word habit trail is used, anytime an extinct or former track is mentioned, Shulkin track, Buffy track,
Wheel of Time track.
Wheel of Time track, yeah. What else is I've like lost count. They've gotten rid of so many. Stargate is one, yeah. I think Dean is the only person who would have ever possibly mentioned the Stargate track.
I don't know if the steampunk one was ever called steampunk or if it was always alternative history.
Yes, it was always alternative history, but I could be wrong there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was always alt.
So,
Kaleidoscope, that's been changed now. It's got a new name.
What's it called now?
It's now actually called the Kids Track, so that people actually know what it is.
Right. Because it sounds a little bit like, okay,
Yeah.
this might be like the LGBT track, but it's not. No.
Yeah.
So, and then anytime a specific party is mentioned, Bunny Hutch, Heroes and Villains, etc., that's going to get rough. This is a new one added tonight. When there is an animal-related interruption, that means anytime one of our pets joins the webcast.
Tara and Ashley.
I got my
I don't think you can see if my dogs join. I think I'm sitting up high enough. They're both like Wendy was tall, but Rigby and Ellie are both short. So
yeah, I'm the one with the cat that can climb right into my lap. So
yeah. And 2 of my 3 are outside. So we'll see. So yeah, anytime there's a pet related interruption. Okay, so then we each have our specific things. For me, it's anytime I mention Red Dead Redemption or attending professional or being an attending pro. I think Andrew added that. It used to be anytime I swore. That got really bad.
Great rule. Hey, it's an animal in the background. We were interrupted by an animal. Get the drink right now.
I don't think that's an interruption if she just walks into the room. I didn't even notice she was there, okay?
We all saw it. Everybody, live chat. You guys saw it, right?
Okay, so we got rid of the Tara swears rule because it wasn't so bad during our pre-Dragon Con webcast, but the post-Dragon Con one, which we call the Hangover webcast, was rough. Okay, like real rough. There are things I don't remember from that webcast. I brown out really. Like I seriously, I can't even listen to the last half of that Webcast because I'm afraid. All right, so Andrew, what are yours?
Oh, mine is if I mention Florida or if I say "damn it, Tara," which probably both of which will happen at some point.
Ashley.
Whenever I apologize for anything that should not be apologized for, I'm one of those people who say sorry all the time.
Or when you mention
Canada.
Or when you mention Canada.
This carries over into the actual Dragon Con for me. Like, if I start apologizing for things, people are like, drink!
All right, so for Ren, we have anytime you mention having attended longer than Ava's, like being the con OG, but like, is there another? I feel like you should have at least one more. Here.
The Deadpools or Disney?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. D&D. There you go.
Yeah.
Deadpool or Disney. Oh, I have a dog at my feet.
That is what we call an animal interruption.
Yeah, and actually, like, he's very old, and his back legs like slipped out from under him as he tried to get under my desk. So like, I had to pick him up, so I couldn't even deal with it without you guys knowing he was here.
How's your animal interruption?
Now they're both behind me, so that's great. All right. So now that we know what our drinking rules are, we're going to go into, I guess, some Dragon Con. Do you want to do tips and tricks first or news? I feel like we should do news first.
Yeah.
I think we should do news first. I feel like this is out of order, weirdly. So like recent-ish news. Last minute hotel room blocks. I know that they didn't have, or so last year, literally right before we did this webcast, they had that Hyatt room one. It was like days before.
The one they were legacy. That's how I got my room right now. I actually got a legacy room last year on a last minute Hyatt thing that was like August 18th, 15th or something like that. But this year, the ones that have gone up, the ones that went up in July, those were non-legacy rooms.
Yeah. And there hasn't been one since then. There might have been rooms that were opened after like people's deposits didn't go through at the beginning of the month.
I was gunning the site. I did not find any.
I guarantee you there's some Sheridan rooms open
Yeah.
right now. So
let's do it now. Let's do it live, Tara.
So first, Andrew, you just mentioned legacy, so drink.
Legacy! Woo! Legacy!
But this literally leads into our next thing, which everybody has to know we were going to talk about.
You couldn't get out of this podcast without doing
it. Right now, like, y'all know that there were a bunch of Sheridan rooms that became available. I don't know how quickly they booked up or if they did. I know that I know at least half a dozen people who were supposed to stay there who canceled their rooms, and they were able to get their money back too, even though the hotel was still saying they were going to open, and even though they did open, people were able to get their money back, despite the whole like, the Sheridan was pretty hard line on not being able to. Apparently, you just had to call the right line and talk to the right people. I don't think if you did not cancel your room already, I don't think you can cancel it now because they are reopened. But
I think they are still offering full refunds because of the whole situation.
For Dragon Con, even? I mean, anybody I knew who canceled their room had trouble getting their money back. The
news report I saw said that they would allow you to cancel. I don't know if they stopped allowing the cancellations or not, but
yeah.
I mean, if it is truly, apparently the health officials have signed off on it. The city signed off on it. I mean, it's
probably now the cleanest hotel in the
that is a very good point. It might be better than the other two.
Other like 3, 4.
We don't count the West End. We
4, and still Hilton, Hyatt, and Marriott in West End.
Yeah, but okay.
Gotta count the Hilton, man. Half the parties are there. Sorry.
No, nowadays, yes.
And they have the best theming, to be honest.
What's the theme this year again?
Star Wars.
Woo! Star Wars!
She says as if she doesn't have like a giant carpet and whatnot.
And like Star Wars running medals in the back. We see it.
Well, I mean, Ren, you're staying at the Hilton, so you probably experience more of their theming stuff than we do. But
Yeah.
I was like super impressed with the Jurassic Park stuff last year.
It was so good last year.
Hilton Park.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I
love
it.
that the hotels are getting into it, or at least the one hotel is really getting into it.
Right. The Marriott is like by default. The Marriott like is where it happens. So.
Supposedly the Hyatt has like a theme, but like someone on Reddit said they have a theme every year, and I was like, where? Like, and so I think it's just the pop-up bar, and I was like, yeah, I don't really think the Hyatt is themed.
Yeah.
Not the way the Hilton is anyway.
No.
Yeah, I really liked the Hilton. I'm sure they'll do a really good job with it. I was just kind of like, meh. Like, I love Star Wars. I do. But, like, them doing Jurassic Park last year was, like, fun and different. Like, I guess I assumed they would do, like, another fun, different theme this year. And Star Wars just is so...
It's the year of the Star Wars. They get the land. They got the fucking movie coming out. Give them 1 year, Tara. Tara. Damn it, Tara. Damn it.
I know, like, literally as, like, there's 3 Star Wars things.
I know.
So, let's see here. The Sheraton, I mean, they closed, it was like July 15th. So they were closed for a full month.
Yeah.
And they're open, though. They open on the 16th. So they're back open right now. So people are in the Sheraton as of date.
Yeah, and we know that it was the AC cooling towers and the entry fountain somehow, which, you know, and again, like the CDC is in Atlanta. I do believe that if they say it's okay, it's okay. That said, I'm still not going in that hotel. Like, I have asthma and I have some other health issues going on right now. That's like the last thing I need is that's just the last thing I need. So I'm just
the con crud is real regardless of which one you're in. So people will blame it on the Sheraton this year because of that. But
but there's a huge con crud. It can suck. It can really suck. But Legionnaires is like pneumonia on crack.
I think there was a pneumonia outbreak one year at Dragon Con, like 2 years ago or something. A whole ton of people got pneumonia. So I mean, like the con crud is real.
There was chickenpox last year.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to know how that happened.
Someone in the vendor room didn't, because it's chickenpox can be dormant for like up to 2 weeks, and they didn't know they had it. So they some people caught chickenpox because this person
vaccinate your kids
didn't know they had it. Well, I didn't know. Okay, listen, we talked about this last year. I didn't get a chickenpox vaccination when I was a kid. When I was a kid, they were like, just let them get it. They'll get it once and then they'll never get it again.
Yeah, those pox parties back in 1820, right, Tara?
Yeah. Fuck off. All right, so I mean, anything else about the Sheraton? Like, I feel like this has been talked to death, like across social media.
But let's not hang on the Sheraton. You're hating here, Tara. It's a hating day. Let's be positive. We got, the registration last year was the best and easiest registration that I have ever had at a Dragon Con. I literally walked right in, no fuss. They had tons of people there, walked right out, zero bullshit. I remember like 7 years ago,
or wrapped around the building,
double wrapped.
I can't remember if it was 2013 or 2014 where I waited like an hour and a half or something like that to get my badge for Dragon Con. And I haven't waited first of all, I haven't actually had to go to the Sheraton in a long time, but I just have been going with my friends.
Why haven't you
I mean, starting in 2014, I was press, but I hadn't had to go to the Sheraton in a long time, and because press picks their badges up in the Hyatt, but I went with my friends anyways. This like show of solidarity because everybody I hate the Hilton, or I hate the Sheraton. Like walking all the way down there, it's hot, the hills, it's awful. But like I haven't had to actually go there since 2013, but I've gone every year anyway, and I don't remember waiting more than like 10 or 15 minutes since 2014. I think.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
First year they had the lineup, and then I think that was the only year that I ever had to wait in line. Other than that, it was just kind of walking through.
How about you, Ren? You're...
I have pictures from standing in the ridiculous lines from so long ago.
I think I have. I don't know if I swear I must have a picture from 2013 at least. I was wearing Inuyasha ears for some reason. That was like the year I wore Inuyasha.
Oh, that's the year that that there was like this sketch that came out on YouTube, and
that's what it was.
Everyone was Inuyasha cosplay.
Yeah, because Tara and anime are not normally.
I like some anime.
I know I have these pictures. I think they're from 2014, maybe earlier. I don't know. But we're in Star Trek bathrobes behind, like, singing with these pirates that were in front of us.
Bathrobes in the hot heat.
Yep. We had just woken up and, like, ran down to get in line. So, yeah, it was, yeah.
But you know what? Bathrobe, great cosplay.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. Looking forward to that.
Like,
yeah.
Well, what time was it that you were
which
wearing?
event are you wearing a bathrobe?
I mean,
It's
I think
always
it was
sunny,
like
baby.
7 a.m.
Oh yeah.
It was like
okay.
7
I thought you were talking
a.m.
about
waiting
it.
for it to
I
open.
have another one.
Okay, 7 a.m. I can, like, I was gonna say, every time I've gone, it's been like in the middle of the day, so like I can't imagine wearing a bathrobe outside.
No, because we had gotten there the night before, and just waited until morning to go and get our badges.
Yeah.
So, and the guys in front of us were already drunk. It was amazing.
Or still drunk. Who knows,
I mean, or
right?
still drunk.
So yeah, that was the one thing I was, other than feeling bad for people who like had rooms at the Sheraton, the one thing I was really concerned about was like, they'll find places to put parties and panels and stuff, but registration, like they'll find a place to put it, but it's going to be a goddamn mess.
Oh
like,
yeah.
So yeah, that's A++ on them. Other than that, I mean, we already mentioned the Hilton hotel theme being Star Wars. Apparently the Hyatt is themed. It's the moon landing, the 50th anniversary of the moon landing, which again feels like if they do it, they made like a burger for it. So like maybe the pop-up bar is going to have some like moon landing stuff, but the Hyatt as a whole is.
If they have Dippin' Dots, I'm in. I'm all in on Dippin' Dots.
Oh, Dippin' Dots. I love Dippin' Dots.
Yeah,
that's
that
right.
burger looks horrible.
Or the Hyatt.
Why is the bun blue?
I don't know.
Is the moon bright blue?
Blue moon, yeah.
It's supposed to be spacey.
Blue Heaven is the place
It's like
on it.
galaxy themed.
I guess.
Sure.
I don't know. I would eat it. I know it's just food dye, but like at the same time, I just, that's what they're going to have. They're going to have a themed burger and like a pop-up bar with maybe some moon stuff around it. Like, let's be real. The only hotel that really goes all out and knows what they're doing is the Hilton.
Unless they go do an Area 51 theme. That would be cool.
Oh my god,
yeah.
They should have done
Lean
that.
heavily into that this year. All the way in on Area 51.
Actually, yeah. Wow, yeah.
That's right. You're welcome.
All right. So the only other big like piece of news that I heard is they are getting rid of the postcards.
Who gives a fuck?
I know, right? But people do, man. Like people do. Like I haven't gotten a postcard in forever, but like
If you have it anymore, they're like, "What's your name?" It's like,
yeah, dude, they haven't. I don't remember. I think I brought my postcard with me once. And anybody I know who brings their postcard, they're like, we don't need that.
It's like fucking nerd. Never with your postcard.
I mean, to be honest, like
Just like they gave it to me. Let me use it for its intended purposes.
Yeah.
We used to do like a pre-con thing for Ice and Fire Con. Like it was like a legit invitation the first year when we had very few attendees, like way under 100 people. And then like after that, it was at one year it was like magnets, like a save the date magnet, whatever. But like we didn't want people to bring those to the convention. It was just like a fun thing for you to keep or whatever. So yeah, and honestly, I think that's why people are really upset about. And that's really why people are upset about the postcards. They are not really upset. That's why they are upset, is that they, like, to some people, it is kind of like it's a fun thing you get in the mail. It's like, oh, yay, I've got my Dragon Con postcard and I can put it on the fridge or whatever. Personally, the 2 times I ever got one, I stuck it in a drawer, and then one year I forgot it entirely, like forgot to bring it to the convention, so I don't, whatever. But yeah, they're doing away with the postcards. I really will be disappointed if I do not see a blue postcard cosplay like this year.
No. There'll be one after they go away. Because it's like Marriott carpet. It doesn't trend until after.
And then it just never dies.
I've seen a picture of one. I saw someone in it was a long dress and it was out on their arm.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
It made the whole postcard. It was pretty good.
If they were in,
I think I saw that last year
with the postcard. That is stacked.
No, I think she said.
No,
it was
just
blue.
the postcard. Yeah,
well, I know.
However, that is a good idea.
Yes,
some sort of carpet outfit with the postcard.
That
has not been done before.
No, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I'm
cosplayers.
over.
You got 1 week. Get on it.
Yeah, we can have. But I'm over Marriott carpet. But you show me a combo Marriott carpet postcard cosplay, and I am in. Okay, somebody do that, please.
I saw at a San Diego Comic-Con, we saw a girl in a steampunk Victorian outfit made completely out of the big bags from over the years that they give you.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
They took apart the bags and sewed it all into fabric and then made it into a dress.
I wonder if they collected all those bags or if they bought them. I've been going to Comic-Con since 2014 and I don't even have most of my bags.
I just threw out a bunch.
Some of them fell apart. Other ones I just hated and didn't keep. The one from this year I didn't like, and I was like, I don't want this. I don't know where it is now. Anyway, so that's all of our news. We do tips and tricks. Honestly, these are kind of sprinkled throughout the webcast. Generally, we usually hate on the Sheridan, but we've kind of
already done
that.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Here, kids.
So I think that tips and tricks is going to kind of be just sprinkled throughout this nonsense. Has anybody heard anything about the app?
No.
I actually checked it today.
Did you?
Because I was bored before.
I did. I will say I did update it. Drink for that, by the way. I did check it.
Don't die yet.
I did check it a week ago. I checked it a week ago. It was not there. It was very disappointing. But guys, let's be real. A lot of the panels this year, and this is 100%, I'm going to be negative for the first time. Some in my inner Terra energy, big Terra energy. They have not done a good job this year of being out there about the schedules or even panel calls for panels and stuff. A lot of the panel, the tracks that were good in the past and a forum or something like that this year have just put out one post on Facebook hey, yo, if you want a panel, slide into my email. It's been very disorganized. And I feel like the tracks that even for me as an established track person, I've had to know the email of the track director and slide in and hit them up, which is just very hard to get into. So I'm gonna dock points this year for track organization, which I think leads into the app being a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen someone had started putting together, and I don't know if they've updated it recently, but they started putting together a crowdsourced schedule it was posted on the subreddit, the DragonCon subreddit. Hopefully that post is still there and didn't get removed. But as of right now, they've got space.
There's 4 tracks. It's space,
space,
American sci-fi, urban,
electronic frontiers, urban fantasy, animation, digital media, American sci-fi media, costuming, and at some point I like messaged the person that created it and I was like, hey, the Apocalypse Rising put out their panel schedule too on their Facebook page, but they didn't add that. So I don't know if they just gave up on.
Yeah, maybe if it's getting taken down a bunch of times. I mean,
well, yeah, that was the thing. Like, apparently, the person who was posting the crowds, and theirs was that this one only the person who created it can edit it. The one from last year was actually crowdsourced, where people could go in and add stuff, and I mean, and they were like, nobody was messing around with it. Everybody was being cool, but the subreddit, the posts about it on the subreddit kept getting taken down. I kind of feel like that might have been because like that was the first year that there was actually people like there were DragonCon staff members who had created like DragonCon such and such accounts for Reddit, and like I'm guessing they were reporting it because they don't want the schedules out there like that.
I don't know. I'm sorry, track director. That's a petty ass move.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was I don't think it was any sort of track director. It was higher up people.
Well, okay, whatever. I mean, you know,
but yeah, I agree. It's stupid, and like, the fact that like Apocalypse Rising put their schedule on their Facebook page, but like all the other tracks that I've seen, schedules or like partial, or you know, oh, this might be changed towards sort of schedules for, was in like our groups that you have to like search out and join, and some of them aren't easy to find.
No, they're really not.
Yeah.
And like a lot of them are spelled weird ways. You got the fucking asterisk still in there. I mean, you've got weird spellings for a lot of the tracks on Facebook. And, you know, the website got a facelift. I think it's time the tracks got a facelift and moved into the 21st century.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, I think the website does look better. The DragonCon website looks better.
Well, it's not hard to look better than trash.
Yes, that's very true, Ashley. Thank you for your positivity.
I hated that one.
Oh yeah, I forgot that actually that would have been like a good new news thing that they redid the website. I forgot that they did it because it's not much better, but like it's still better. It's better. It's not
better than trash.
Yeah.
It was like an 80s website format before. It has moved into the future.
Yeah, we're about year 2000 now.
It's moved into the future from the 80s,
Right.
not from now, okay? And, like, listen, I can't talk. Most of my websites are kind of, like, shit, but at least they're simple, easy to navigate shit, okay? Like,
you don't have 100,000 people at your disposal to be like, hey, who knows how to make a cool website?
Right, we've got a guy who's like, yeah, I can post something on a webpage.
Yeah.
So it's a pet peeve of mine. Crappy websites for conventions. It's such a pet peeve. Like,
and to be honest, a lot of them are, and it's like, God, we are all a bunch of geeks. How
we are failures as nerds. Failure.
So
Instagram real good though.
So do we know like anything else about like scheduling or anything? Like
literally there's any information out. Other than what's been put out, it seems like even things are changing. Tara and we have panels that we literally have a question mark next to, and I'm on one panel that's supposed to be at 10 a.m., but then Tara says one that we're also on is going to be there's all sorts of clusterfuckiness going on right now. And I'm not I won't lay it all on the track directors. Maybe there's some like
No. I can tell you right now, a lot of times when panels get moved around like that time wise, it's because like, so if they have a panel, like if the track has a panel that needs to be in a big room, and they're sharing that big room with a ton of other tracks, and DragonCon shuffles those things around, then that means the track director has to shuffle around their small room panels so that because they can't be 6 places at once. So it's not on the track directors. It's on DragonCon.
And let's be honest, I'm sure everyone was like holding their breath for the Sheridan announcement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure this year. For sure. That would be crazy. That would be insane if we did not have a host hotel for DragonCon.
Well, I mean, and I know that the Spectrum party, and I'm guessing it wasn't moved back, but like it was supposed to be, I believe it was supposed to be at the Hilton but they were moving parties from the Sheraton and like in the whole like, okay, well, what do we know? What parties do we know need this amount of room or whatever? And they knew the Spectrum one was really popular last year. So they moved it to one of the ballrooms at the West End because that was the only one that could handle it and move. At least this is like my conjecture, obviously, but I'm fairly certain it was supposed to be at the Hilton. It was moved to the West End because they moved a Sheraton party from, to the Hilton. So yeah, like, and I don't think they're moving them back. Like, I haven't seen anything on the Spectrum page saying they're moving it back. Like at this point, if it's moved, just keep it there. They haven't released the schedule, so they could change it, but why? Like, yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Like it sucks that the Westin is like a little farther away technically, but like it's not like you're moving it like off site or something. So yeah, I don't think it matters. So, photo shoots.
Let's go there.
Did anybody like? Has anybody noticed? Why is the Game of Thrones photo shoot like 3 hours long?
Where did you see that, Tara? Because I was looking for that, and I don't know. Were you high at the time? Like, no.
It was in. And maybe they've changed it, but
the spreadsheet says 1 hour, so whatever you're looking at clearly was wrong.
Right, the spreadsheet does. It was in the
on the page?
I think it was in the Game of Thrones at Dragon Con, like the event that they created.
Maybe they wanted like a meetup for that time. Like there's a photo shoot, but then there's also like a meetup.
That's possible, but it also
maybe
right now it even has it as TBD on the event. But I mean, the main one has that at 5. So from 4 to 5 Saturday.
Okay.
At the Hilton Steps E.
Which is still different from previous years.
Sure. Tara, do you want to talk about the one you're doing? You're doing only one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or 2? 1.
I'm doing 1. It's the first time I've ever gone to a group shoot since like 2016. And I haven't been to one. That one was at Hardy Ivy. I haven't been to one on the Hilton Steps since like 2013. It's kill me now. August in Atlanta in a Red Dead costume.
Have fun with that.
I mentioned Red Dead drink.
Well, at least it's not. I don't think it'll be too long. I did the Marvel shoot 2 years ago, and wow.
Well, this one
they take your time.
And part of it is if you just go there, you're like, I'm going to be here for 30 minutes, one way or another, like, and I'm not going to stay the full hour. You can get in and out of there, like.
Yeah, well, this one isn't big. Like I mean, I'm sure there are people who aren't in the Red Dead cosplaying group that are going to be there from seeing it in like the photo shoots group or whatever. But like, I don't think it's not going to be Marvel. You know what I mean? I would guess like there's going to be 50 people there or something. I could be wrong. It could be more, but like the Red Dead costume that I have, I mean, I'm super excited about it. Like I was excited about it for MomoCon, and I'm like upping it a little bit more for Dragon Con because I hadn't had time to really complete it for several reasons. But like, it's like black jeans, black cowboy boots, black leather chaps, like a long sleeve shirt with a vest over it, and then like a ankle length like leather duster coat. So, like it was hot as fuck at MomoCon. Okay? Like, and it was only 90 degrees at MomoCon. And like, Ren, like, well, actually, you're in Florida now. You used to live in Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, Florida's mentioned. Florida is mentioned.
That was me, Florida, not you. It doesn't count.
Florida. Woo! Go Gators. Let's do it. Woo! Oh, God.
But like, we've been having, and this is a warning to anybody listening to this, we've been having an like unprecedented heat wave.
Oh, it's hot as balls. Mm-hmm.
I live about 2.5 hours from Atlanta, and I live at the base of the mountain, so we get like crosswinds that Atlanta does not get. And it's been high 90s here. The last time I remember it being this hot for this long, like I'm talking weeks, was like 2007 when we hit like 104 like a week, like for like 5 days in a row. And Atlanta has been in the low 100s. It's been bad. So y'all better, like I'm hoping and praying, like it's too hot here for me in that Sadie costume. I can't imagine like being in Atlanta where it's like 5 to 8 degrees warmer. Just please, like remember that year it was cold at DragonCon? Like 2017, it was like chilly.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was an amazing year.
I mean, like it ruined our pool like hanging out plans, but like the rest of it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing a costume this year that I haven't worn since December, and I was hot in December.
You go on problems, girl.
Is it a secret costume or
No. It's one that I've worn before. It's Molly Mock from Critical Role.
Oh,
cool.
okay.
So it's
Awesome.
big, long quilted coat with velvet lining and body paint.
Ren, it's been nice knowing you on this webcast. You're really
I bought
cool.
a fan. I have a fan specifically that matches.
Just feel it for all the Night's Watch, all the people
Oh, I
who
know.
the Night's Watch and
Yeah.
the Wildlings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't line my Sadie coat. Like you can't really ever see the inside of it, so I didn't. It's just, and it's not. It's the coat itself. The chaps are real leather, but the coat itself is actually like vinyl. But I didn't line it because I was like, you can't see the inside of it, and I can't handle that extra fabric. Like knowing when, I mean, even in the winter here, that shit would be warm. Like,
Yeah.
especially these days, global warming is real, folks.
Yup.
So Ashley and Ren, are you guys doing any group photo shoots?
I haven't even finalized my lineup this year. Maybe the Game of Thrones one. I think I'm probably just going to throw on my Cersei because it's an easy one.
Yeah.
So.
I have 3. On Friday, Friday is Good Omens. Saturday is Critical Role. And then Sunday are the Deadpools.
Yeah.
Yup.
Pooling of Dead.
Yup.
Are you doing like a specific type of Deadpool or?
I tend to do like Friends of Deadpool. So
okay.
I've done.
Yeah. I think I knew this. Yeah.
Yeah, because I did Negasonic Teenage Warhead twice. I did Squirrel Girl a couple years ago, and this year I'm doing Death from the Deadpool video game.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Nice.
I've got a BNHA My Hero Academia on Friday, which is right before my panel on My Hero later. And then GOT, obviously, and then I'm doing Good Place. So that's fun. That one is actually pretty far away, though. It's at Margaret Mitchell, so that'll be a fun walk.
Is that where?
Margaret Mitchell Park, which is like down past the West End. It's like towards the nice expensive hotel that's down that way.
The Ritz.
The Ritz, probably. Yeah, it's like down past the West End. You had to keep walking on Peachtree.
Is that the one where the parade used to line up?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
When did the parade? I've done the parade once. Okay, in 2013.
Hashtag never again.
Hashtag
Yeah, no.
It was an. Were you with us that year with the Game of Thrones stuff, Ren? I don't think you.
I've only done Game of Thrones in the parade once.
I've stood outside during the parade twice. That's enough for me. I don't need to walk shit to know that that's.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't remember if you were there as you would have been Joffrey, I guess. But
yeah, that's the only Game of Thrones thing I do.
Yeah, it was the
only
rightful
king.
Yeah, it was the only year I did it, and it was one of those like. I think I knew going into it because I had to get up early that I was doing it once and like that was it. Like I was doing it to experience it, and then after that, never again. And then like after that, we've had parade view rooms every year since then. So it's like
I love how you bill it as parade. You have a balcony, Tara. You have a balcony.
Well, but right. But I mean, like it's a balcony, like because there's other balcony rooms at the Hyatt.
They charge more for those rooms. I mean,
Yes,
like
they
we're
do.
paying for that. They're the parade route.
Yeah, they do. It's not a lot. It's a little bit extra like per night. Like it's if it was like me by myself, sure it would hurt, but like with 4 people, it comes out to like an extra like $5.
Tara's room, a little bit extra.
Yeah. I mean,
A little.
First of all,
No.
we're not calling it Tara's room like yes, it is the room that is my legacy room at the Hyatt, but like,
whoa, legacy! She's like legacy!
It is my legacy room at the Hyatt, but it is not just my room. 2.5 strikes is for everybody, y'all.
It's community property.
Yeah. Although this year, 2.5 strikes is having a tip jar because we're tired of buying alcohol and having everybody drink it on us without asking, and like also like buying like 16 pizzas for everybody, and like nobody ever chipping in. So
2.5 strikes needs to have like a dedicated Venmo, because like everyone's gonna be like, oh dude, I don't have cash. You got Venmo right here. Yeah. You got the cash.
We'll set that up.
No. We're going to have a sign that has like all of this information on it, but also a tip jar just there so that people know that this is a thing that we would like. Because last year, like, listen, like
we ordered like literally like 16 pizzas.
Like, and I'm not talking one night. I'm talking like 4 nights at least.
Who ordered the pizzas?
It was a combination.
From Tara.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Who ordered the pizzas? Was it drunk Ashley or drunk Tara?
No, we just come back to the room at 4 a.m. yelling, expecting it to be there.
Oh, you know what? There's a little bit of culpability here.
Where's the pizza?
This right here.
First of all, I do not think we were that bad, okay?
You were blacked out. You were so bad.
For Ren, just and for anybody else who's watching this, Ashley and I roomed together with, well, in the past, our significant others. Ashley's significant other, now my just friend, Brian. We have been rooming together for a couple of years, and we just order pizza late at night. And like last year, it became a thing. Just one night. There was one night. Like every other night that there was pizza ordered, we were coherent and like fine. But Thursday night last year, they like ordered pizza. The guys, Ashley and I were out getting Ashara drunk. Okay, that is when Ashley and I get super drunk together, we become
DBZ
one.
fusion.
Yeah, we fuse into Ashara. And it is dirty and bad and amazing in all the best ways.
And we expect pizza when we get back.
Yeah. And they ordered, like, I'm pretty sure actually, no, I think it was both of us. We, like, messaged our roommate group chat demanding that there be pizza when we returned to the room. Like, order pizza. And we come back and we couldn't find the pizza.
And they're asleep, and of course we're not. We're very not.
We're like, where's that pizza? And they're like, it's like literally right there. Leave us alone.
You're trying to sleep.
Yeah, trying to sleep. Poor dudes. We ruined their life.
That's why I sleep alone.
But yeah, but that was like the only night it was just for us. Like, we ordered pizza for a shit ton of, and it wasn't just last year, it was the year before too. Right. We ordered a shit ton of pizza for a bunch of people, and like, we've never asked for money or anything, but like, at this point it's kind of like, Ashley and Keith just bought a house. Like, I'm just strapped for cash, period, right now for a lot of reasons. So it's like, I can't, and I'm usually the one that provides all the like champagne, you know, sparkling wine is what it is. It's not actual champagne for like parade viewing and stuff. It's like,
yeah, we kind of throw a party for everything. So like,
well, it's where people are congregating.
Yeah, people now know to congregate.
Like meeting point. It's like, oh, we're gonna meet here and then we'll go.
Yeah. And last year there were some issues with alcohol that shouldn't have been drunk by
like we do have like group alcohol, but then we also have our own alcohol which we bought and brought. And
yeah, it's hard when you have that number of people. When you have that number of people,
and then
you have people who are drunk coming in.
And they're like, oh, all the alcohol's up for grabs. It's like,
that's right.
So we're gonna try to work it out so that we can hide our own stuff. But I mean, we of course will still welcome people to grab some. And have a tip jar right next to it.
Yeah. Grab the alcohol, but also please leave us money. And then this is like something that like I kind of thought about doing it last year because we had the previous year we didn't really have problems with it, but like there was definitely stuff that like disappeared that shouldn't have, and like mostly food, honestly. But, so like, this is my suggestion. Like, if you're having a bunch of people in your room, and this is kind of a tip, I guess, tip jar. If you're having a bunch of people in your room, a lot of the times, like we do, like, definitely have a tip jar, have a sign, like, make sure you denote what is like, and I guess that was our issue last year, especially, is that we had parties, like the previous year we had like one big party and then like just kind of a group of 10 or 12 of our friends every other night. But like last year
we were kind of just like the spot for everyone.
We had like 20, 30 people in our room, every single night. Yeah. Like every single night.
Unless you truly don't care or you're trying to like winnow down, it's like the last night and you're trying to like not do it at the leftover alcohol party, but like get rid of all your booze,
Yeah. And well, I mean, and that's the thing, but like you said, it's hard to, when you're in this like little hotel room, unless you have like a sign that says don't touch this. And to be honest, like I feel rude putting that sign up. I know it's stupid because I bought the shit and whatever, but like, it's like, I honestly didn't expect people to go into my mini fridge that's like hidden under the fucking TV and like open the door and then open the mini fridge and then take out my like beers that are like $10 for a six pack. Like,
but you're like drunk honey badger mode and you're like, I don't give a damn. I just need booze in my body. I mean,
and then and also like, then the next day I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have offered all that booze to all those people. Now I have no beer. But so definitely like if you have a bunch of people in your room all the time, some sort of signage or tip jar is a plus because we learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, also if you have a bunch of roommates, like what somebody on the Dragon Con subreddit was asking, we have like, they were saying they have like 6 people in their room. And what are your tips for having like that many people in the room? And I was like,
make sure they're not cosplayers.
Make sure everybody, make sure everybody knows what's yours and what's up for grabs. Give everybody a designated space to keep their stuff. Don't let them explode all over the room. Brian.
Let's be real. Okay, ladies. Okay. Keep it under control. Claws in.
And also like there might be like rules that you have to set. If you like,
yes,
I never thought
establishing boundaries, Tara.
I never thought I would have to have a rule to not put your shoes on my bed.
You know what? That's very. Some people don't give a fuck. They really don't.
Yeah.
Even in their own home.
Hotel bed doesn't matter.
Even in their own homes, I've seen people get on their bed.
And this isn't even necessarily somebody like sitting cross-legged on the bed or something. Like if somebody's sitting cross-legged on the corner of my bed and their shoes are technically on the bed, that's whatever. No, this was like somebody took off their cosplay boots that they had rolled around in mud and shit to like dirty up and age, or it was the 100 cosplay, and they just threw them on my bed. They came back from a photo shoot and took their fucking boots off and threw them on my bed.
Tell us how you really feel.
Sounds like a call-out there.
I'm still mad about this. Like, I never thought I had to have a rule about not putting your dirty ass fucking shoes on my bed, but apparently I do. And this is why we don't have a Tara swearing rule.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm with the same people I was with last year, and we had 4 last year, which was nice. It's 2-bedroom, not bad. They're all the Doctor Who people, so they don't wear like giant costumes. This year we have 2 more people. Yeah. So I don't know how this is gonna go down. But...
I mean, one year at Anime Central, we had about 12 people in a suite. It was something else.
These anime cons, they're
a little different.
Yeah,
that was many years ago, too. So, like, I'm too old for that shit now.
Yeah, no.
I think what it is the average age is so low. It's like, wait, we all really don't have money. We really have to budget this. Versus Dragon Con, where eventually you're like the elder statesman with your cane and your top hat, and you're like, I do declare, I have been in the Hilton since 1855 through my legacy status. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes.
Oh my God! Anytime anyone talks about their legacy status, they have to do it as an old Southern gent.
I say.
Oh my god, like that Atlanta snowstorm video from SNL.
I'm from Canada. That makes me laugh.
Oh no, I'm from Connecticut originally. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So you're right. From now on, anytime anybody talks about their legacy, they have to talk like this.
Including at the con. We're enforcing this rule.
Oh my god, yes.
We're enforcing this rule.
Family legacy. Or how many years you have to discuss your years as generations? We've been there for 5 generations.
5 generations, mama! I'm just an upstart second generation carpet bagging hussy.
Are you a carpetbagger if you're from Florida?
Yes, well, Florida is the North, my dear child.
I guarantee you Greenville is considered the North. Like, I am 2.5 hours.
Mississippi?
From Atlanta, yeah. Like, I am 2.5 hours northeast of Atlanta. You know that they consider us the North. We don't have plantations here.
Your state seceded from the Union. Your state. You are number one. In secessions, you're number 1.
I know. Well, I am from Connecticut, so. But what I'm saying is, like, currently, like, people from Georgia, like, they do, like, well, especially because we're, like, we're mountain South Carolina. We're not Charleston. You know what I mean? Like, Charleston probably counts, but.
Hilton of the South. And the Sheridan, that's like West Virginia. We don't go there. We go there. Because there's a little bit of incest and a little bit of disease, if you know what I mean.
Okay, I'm done. Oh my god. Andrew, that was A++. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
I'm almost finished with this bottle. We're getting all right now.
Sure. All right. So other than photo shoots, because we moved on, we actually moved on from them. We've gone on some sort of goddamn tangent, which is not rare for this webcast. So one of the things that we didn't talk about last year that I really wanted to talk about this year was like other activities that you can do at Giant Con that aren't like official. And to be honest, like I've never really participated in any of them, but there are a whole bunch of them. Like there's the Dragon Con Swag and Seek Facebook group. And like basically there's a shit ton of people that just make awesome little like tchotchkes and like keychains and stuff like that and leave them around Dragon Con. And if you find them, you keep them. Like if you find like a little like clay dragon laying around or like a little like yarn like Gryffindor keychain hanging around, like it's just sitting there. Like usually they'll have a tag on them or something, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes people just leave them and like you can keep it. And there's a fuck ton of people that do this, and I had no idea. Like my friend Jenna from here in South Carolina, like she was doing it last year with her squirrel girl costume. She like 3D printed a whole bunch of little squirrels and just like left them around Dragon Con.
Oh my god! That last year when our theme was Link, we should have left the little Link things around.
Rupees.
Yeah.
I mean, we did on Monday night. I left rupees everywhere. Rupees are the new
rain.
Okay. They're the new fucking glitter. Like, I left rupees everywhere. Like, after well, to be fair, not the 3D printed ones that we did, but like the gems, the cheap gems that we bought in bulk or whatever. I was just like, take all of these. I don't want to bring them home. What the fuck am I going to do with them? But yeah, so like, even like my fantasy bitch stickers, like I didn't realize I could just leave them laying around places. So that's what I'm going to do this year because I have a shit ton of them left.
I actually have one right here. Hold on, let me get it. From a different con. But it's this little like bouquet of flowers and someone put a little tag.
Saying, please,
and it has their like it actually says everyone deserves beautiful flowers right here.
Aww.
And it has their Instagram on the back. Yeah.
That's
it's
really
just
cute.
a little like plastic flower.
All right. Well,
From-
anyone who's doing that, please put a tag on it because I feel super awkward if I see something and I'm just like, oh, someone maybe will come back for that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was pretty okay when I found the like Deadpool unicorn put it in my butt sticker. Like, I feel like I was okay with that not being labeled. You can leave that, guys. I'm okay with it.
But yeah, I mean, if you join the DragonCon Swag and Seek group, it's like Swag and Seek. Then you'll see like a bunch of people posting stuff, and you'll see what to look, at least some of what to look for. I don't think everybody who does it is necessarily in that group, but like I didn't know this was a fucking thing until the end of the con last year, and I was like, Jesus Christ! All this time I could have been looking for cool shit to just pick up.
Yeah.
Like. So that's pretty exciting. Then there's also, I know that there's somebody who does like DragonCon bingo.
My friends did it last year, and they got like some random prizes and shit. But I think they were in like the Hyatt somewhere. I think.
Well, I don't even think you necessarily like. I'm not even saying do it for prizes or whatever. But like,
no. It was just for fun. I mean,
yeah,
really,
yeah.
They were doing it for fun, not really for like the prize was like candy or something like.
Yeah, well, I can't remember where I saw the actual DragonCon bingo cards that somebody made, but somebody made DragonCon bingo cards, and it might have been on the subreddit, but I tried looking for it and couldn't find it. So maybe it was in a group. But yeah, so like there's like DragonCon bingo where it's like, you know, Deadpool, Harley Quinn,
Free space.
yeah, free space, whatever. Game of Thrones, I don't know. Like so I don't know. It's even if you don't get anything for it, it might be a fun thing to like do with your friends to like look for these things.
I think for a first timer too, for sure. Like if you're the first time going, for sure, that's fun.
Yeah. And somebody on the subreddit was doing a D100 list of like in real life things people could do at the convention. They got to like 74. I think they're still editing it possibly. Some of them are pretty ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
like you're never going to find how easy is it to, I don't even know.
Like what is one, for example? Just read one.
I'm trying to find one that's like, some of these are easy, but like not necessarily things people would do. Get Rick Sanchez's dark matter formula. Take selfies with butt cracks. That's kind of rude, honestly. Take a picture from the stage during the Crux Shadows concert.
That's a little asking for people to get in trouble. Like,
yeah. Like some of these
kind of con if you.
Some of these are easy. Take a picture from inside a hotel room of every host hotel. Take selfies with 6 different Harley Quinn cosplayers. Take selfies with 6 different Marriott carpet theme costumes. Present some free swag that you got from a panel or a booth. You know what I mean? Like take a picture with a hotel employee from each of the host hotels. Interact with a puppet. Take a selfie with a bunny. You know, it says, you know, easiest during bunny hush, whatever. Like a lot of them are easy. Some of them are ridiculous. So like getting all 100, they only have 74, but even getting all 74 of these right now would be kind of impossible. But like, it's a fun idea.
Yeah, don't get yourself kicked out of con though for doing some dumb shit. Is what.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing that's really fun is if you're with a group of friends is to make up a scavenger hunt for yourselves.
Yeah.
And just, you know, like girl puking in this. In the hallway, things like that.
Let's go to that one first, Ashley. Let's investigate. Let's go deeper on that one.
It's actually based on my experiences at Harry Potter cons. That's when we did this. There was a lot of like, you know, like.
And there are like,
PBA, random, you know, a lot of stuff that you wouldn't find out on a officially sanctioned thing.
Right. You're like, like
con staff acting like a dick. Things like that. You know?
I mean, and there have been people who have made like scavenger hunt lists. Like I've definitely seen them on the subreddit. I don't really like, I'm in the DragonCon groups, but it's impossible to keep track of everything in them.
Yeah. You can't go to everything. Same with the groups. You cannot see everything.
Oh, I mean, like if somebody hadn't tagged me 600 times, tagged me and messaged me 600 times about somebody like having the gang goes to Dragon Concerts and trying to like sell the vinyl in like the Dragon Con official group, I never would have known it was happening. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are like other, like there are scavenger lists. Obviously they're unofficial, but like I suggest making your own because it's way more fun because like you know what you guys are interested in and like what you're like. I don't know what would be like the number one thing on y'all's scavenger list. Scavenger con list.
It depends on the year. Like and honestly, for me, part of it is the surprise. Like I get excited when I'm surprised by something. When like I'm genuinely shocked. Like the fucking, like if there was a carpet with a postcard, like something that just like is different, and just blows my mind because that's going to be at Dragon Con. Like there's always something every year, and I can't even tell you what it is because if I expected it, then it wouldn't surprise me like that.
Yeah.
It can,
Dragon Con has the best cosplays.
Best.
We are all convention goers. We all go to multi-genre, different types of conventions, and Dragon Con, hands down, the most creative, the most, like off the wall. I can't believe someone thought of that and they made a costume out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Like there's going to be like, because I made the joke about it. Like, there's going to be some people doing Area 51 shit. There's going to be people doing like topical shit, which can be hilarious. Like Harambe's got me rolling back in the day. We're past Harambe, even if Elon Musk tried to make it a thing again. We're past him.
Or back before it became too real when it was the Trump as the Mad Max character.
Yeah.
And then he became president and now no one wants to touch that because like too real.
Sort of like Nazi cosplays, just stay away.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing is, it's like, and political cosplay has never been really great because you're just gonna.
Brenna has a cat in front of her.
I do have a cat.
Intervention.
Here. I'll give you cat face.
Oh,
there you go.
That's a cute case to drink for. It'll make me feel better.
I don't know, so Ren, what would your like if you could pick a couple things to be on a scavenger list? What would they be? Scavenger list.
I would also have to go with like the obscure, like 90s TV show kind of stuff, like just old school things that you don't see anymore. Kind of
or
thing.
Maybe not even necessarily 90s, but like
no, not necessarily 90s, but just
but that's
like
when we were children, Tara. I know back in the 70s it was different for you.
I wasn't even born in the 70s. How old do you think I am? Jesus Christ. No. I'm thinking things from like the early to that. Like somebody, I think it was in the Discord for the Dragon Con subreddit. Somebody was sharing like pictures of. Or no, it wasn't. It was maybe it was in
Dragon Con.
Maybe it was one of my friends. It might have been one of my friends, but like it was like an Anchorman cosplay group.
Yeah.
It's like Anchorman's old as fuck, man.
I saw one today that was someone's apparently doing Xenon from the Disney Channel movie. Well, yeah, like I got so excited about seeing that one.
So, Goofy movie ones, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
There was also like
Space Jam.
Space Jam. I
have friends that do Space Jam every year.
Oh fuck! I have a Space Jam outfit.
They're remaking it though.
They are, and it's not going to be anywhere near as good.
There are some things that should just not be remade. And
yeah.
I have a Space Jam like outfit, and it's like a comfy like outfit too. That makes me really tempted to just bring it with me as like a late night rave outfit.
I have special rave outfits.
It's literally just shorts and a tank top, like and like Brian and I bought them for like a Halloween shit in Orlando one year.
Because we're cosplayers and nothing is appropriate for Halloween. I have how many costumes? I'm like, no one's gonna know who any of these.
I had like a super like screen legit Daenerys wedding dress with like this like egg that I made, like a dragon egg that I made by hand and everything, and I wore it to Halloween when I went there with 2012 like in New Orleans, and like 3 people knew who I was. like, meanwhile, like my husband at the time and one of our good friends were the Blues Brothers, and like my husband looked legit, but like my friend looks just like what's his name? I can't remember what his name is. The shorter, heavier Blues Brother. He looked just like him, and the two of them, everybody knew who they were. Like. Yeah. And like they were playing like harmonicas on the fucking streetcars and shit, and I'm over here in my Daenerys costume, like I didn't have anything else to wear. Hi, sexy, whatever you are. How are you? Anyway, so yeah, so I think that those like other activities are something that we've never talked about before, and I think they're like it's just honestly it's something I've never participated in before, and I think they all sound really fun. So I'm kind of excited to look for some swag this year. What?
Let's see if you have time for those this year, Tara.
Yeah, no, probably not.
There's a like ribbon swap meet on Thursday night this year, and I'm kind of really excited for it. Like the little badge ribbons.
Yeah.
Okay, I've looked into getting those made, and they were super expensive. So do you know
worry,
like a cheap site to make them?
I don't know. I just like this meetup is just people that want to give them away.
No, we have Ask Me About Ice and Fire ribbons, and I think also possibly some Westeros American Musical ribbons.
Yeah.
Westeros and American Musical now on YouTube.
I've always wanted to.
Now on YouTube.
Go to YouTube. Go to the YouTubes, kids.
We have some ribbons this year. I posted about it in the Dragon Con for Awesome People group, which is like a secret group. Sorry, but like
you just ruined it. You just talked about Fight Club.
Oh my god! It's my own Fight Club, and I talked about it. God damn it! I ruined it forever. We do have some ribbons, and they aren't. The problem is like you just gotta know somebody who can like Chuck, who actually does the Gang Goes to Dragon Con t-shirts and did our Gang Goes to Ice and Fire Con t-shirts. Like he has a printing business, so he's helping us with it.
He is amazing.
Yeah.
Big props, Chuck. Love the guy.
I'm trying to remember what it's like Fanamaniacs.com, I believe is his website. So like if you like the Gang Goes to Dragon Con t-shirts, you can get them on his website, Fanamaniacs.com. I do know there was somebody who ordered one like forever, like when he first listed them, and like it took like a month to arrive. That is not the case. That was like the person ordered them before he'd actually like been able to like he had them on the website and they ordered it like immediately. So he hadn't actually been able to get any printed yet. So like it took him a while to get it printed, but he like has them in stock right now. McElroy's, thank you. Jesus. Sorry, McElroy Brothers in town again. Yes. And someone in the chat was like McElroy Brothers, so I was like, thank you. I fucking couldn't like remember their names for the life of me from Blues Brothers, but yeah, so yeah, he has the Gang Goes to Dragon Con t-shirts in the stock, and you can order them from his website, and they're on these like Bella canvas t-shirts, which they're not cheap, y'all, but like listen, these t-shirts are they're like goddess material. I love them. They're actually these ones that we have are nice, but they're not quite that nice. The ones that he is making are like the Ice and Fire Con ones that are like super fucking soft and comfortable. So, but anyway, so other activities, avoiding con crud and all sorts of like shopping and food stuff. Somebody was like, oh, taking vitamins and vitamin C doesn't make a difference. Y'all, if you eat shit food all the time, then yes, it does.
Yeah.
So take your fucking vitamins.
I mean, there's a lot of basic health stuff. I'm not getting here to lecture you or do all that, but it's, basic, take care of yourself, have a real food.
We're not going to tell you to sleep because, like, who sleeps? That's where I can go, really.
You can't have Mountain Dew all 4 days as your main food source. Like, that's not going to power you through.
Yeah.
I just got to, like, it drives me nuts when people are like, get 8 hours sleep. I'm like, who's sleeping 8 hours at a convention? There's partying to do.
I usually hear, like, 5...
5 is your normal...
5 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Two meals a day. 1 shower a day.
I will say one thing that's helped me last year, because I do go to the raves and all this other stuff, getting in a power nap, like even if it's like 30 minutes or an hour, like where you don't go into full REM, but like you just sit down for like 30 minutes, lay down for a while, close your eyes. That actually does help.
I mean, actually, I did that at Comic-Con this year, and it was necessary, and it helped. I didn't even sleep. I just laid down on my hotel bed and like played on Facebook for like an hour, and it helped.
Honestly, and if you could just bring like a bag of apples into your room, that'll just
because
you're gonna be eating junk the entire time. All your fast food's gonna be pizza.
Bananas, like
and people don't realize that apples actually have like they'll give you an energy boost. It's like the type of sugar that's in them.
Fructose.
Mm-hmm. But it's like natural, not like.
Right, no, yes, you're getting that from an apple is much better than you're getting it from Mott's apple juice.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And it's added sugar, which is great.
One of the big things that I say that I've been saying for several years and will never stop saying, and I do this at every single convention, not just Drinkin, bring antibacterial liquid hand soap for your room. Like just a big ass bottle of it. And if you're using the same drink containers, like I like to always have these water bottles with me, and like I only ever put water in them, but like bring a little like a mini bottle of dish soap and wash it out once a day. Like it's the best.
Yeah, I destroyed one of my favorite water bottles with Bloody Mary, so don't make that mistake.
Oh no! Did you not like rinse it out at all?
I guess not quickly enough. But yeah, I put boiling water in it. I put alcohol in it. I tried everything, and the smell would not leave it.
Bloody Mary's rough. You have to wash them like immediately. Yeah. Immediately.
I think Rigby is interrupting this webcast right now.
Yeah, he is. Look at him. Look at him. Look at how cute he is.
Rigby. This one's for you, Rigby.
You a good boy? Yes, you are. You got a gross nose. It's okay. He's very old and gross right now, okay?
It's no kids. Avoid
he's a crotchety old 14. Like, he's 14. 14. Actually, no, he's more than that. He's like
if
14.
he stayed at the Sheridan before it was cleaned out, he'd be at risk for Legionnaires.
Dude, the vet doesn't know what's wrong with him. They're going back and forth between like it's just like a degenerative like back thing, or it's lupus. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? House MD? Like,
speaking of lupus, do you want to talk about Spot Hero?
Oh my god.
Rough transition.
Okay. So yeah, like the other thing is like if you're driving, do your shopping at home. However, I do think that Instacart delivers to the hotels now.
Yes.
So
wow.
So that's a big plus because like to be honest, like I've always brought all of my groceries for like at least the starting level of groceries for our room from home.
I'm flying, and a lot of people fly, so like you have to go get it. That's a good way to get it if you.
Yeah. And Instacart, you can get at least one free delivery if you've never used them before. But also if you think you might use them on a regular basis, it's like $150 a year, and you get free delivery on anything over $35, and you never have to go to the grocery store.
I also
that's like an introvert's dream.
It really is. I'm just like, wait a minute, I've never heard of this.
Like, listen, I'm not even an introvert, but I fucking hate going to the grocery store. So Instacart is like
our new house. The closest grocery store is Walmart, so maybe that'll be a thing.
Yeah,
it's great. That's real America.
Yeah.
Actually, real America. Yeah. Real.
Yeah. I also think that it doesn't have as big of a grocery selection, but I'm pretty sure Prime now also delivers to all the hotels.
Okay, yeah.
People have Prime,
my worry about
stuff.
Prime now is that it being you're right. It doesn't have as big of a grocery section. I also worry about the timing of certain things, like especially at that time if a bunch of people are using it. Like at least like with Instacart, it's like a dedicated local driver. But yeah, there are good options, especially if you just want like dry goods. And I don't know. My only issue is like I don't know if Georgia's the same. So when I lived in Florida,
hey, Florida!
When I lived in Florida, I could get alcohol. Like we could order alcohol via Instacart. I can't do that here. That's I can do anything else.
In Georgia either.
I'm guessing you probably can.
I mean,
Probably not.
I went one stop on MARTA away. It is literally one stop. I know y'all are lazy. I'm just saying one stop. It gets to Midtown. There's literally a grocery store one block away from the MARTA station, and I just walk there, walk right back in 10 minutes. No problem. Thursday was a great day to go, especially
lazy is not really the word for it, man. I don't have the fucking time for that shit.
I mean, there's a Walgreens, or not Walgreens, there's the CVS, and there's also that little outdoor market too for.
Well, yeah, but the CVS, man,
the CVS, you better get in there on Wednesday. You better get there Wednesday at noon.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're fucking done.
Anyway, so I'm trying to think. What was the other? We went through Instacart, deer shopping at home, blah blah. Parking, blah blah blah.
Tell us your story, Tara.
Tell us where Spot Hero hurt you.
So it used to be Parking, which I never used, and then it was Spot Hero, which everybody swore they never had any problems with, and then I used Spot Hero at MomoCon, and it was a goddamn nightmare. Because apparently Spot Hero, they don't necessarily communicate with the lot owners, and they don't some of this. Apparently there's other parking apps you can use that have they have a thing where the people can actually go on and check and see if you have a parking spot reserved, but Spot Hero does not have that. So I bought this spot or paid for this spot, parked my friend and I parked her car in it. And this was for MomoCon, so it was Labor Day. It was first of all, it was supposed to be a block away.
Memorial Day, not Labor Day.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be a block away from our hotel. When I booked it on the map, it was it is 1/10 of a mile away. When we actually when I actually looked up the address after I'd paid for it, because I'm apparently an idiot and assumed that the map would that the Spot Hero not just the map but their description of it would be correct. It was almost a mile away. It was 0.7, 0.7 of a mile. Yeah. Fine, whatever.
And when you're a cosplayer, that matters because
but it was whatever. At this point, I'm I'm whatever. It's fine, whatever. But we park her car there, and because Spot Hero does not communicate with the lot owners and vice versa, we get to her car on Monday morning of Memorial Day weekend, and there's a boot on it. And we call the company, and they're you're going to have to wait 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm fuck you. It is 90 degrees out here. I'm not sitting in this, we can't keep the car running for an hour in 90-degree heat. And also, we have places to be. We have to get home. We have to get our shit out of our hotel room. And to be fair, the people who put the boot on it were super nice. I had to get a bit firm with them, but they didn't, they were okay, let us see what we can do. We'll get someone there as soon as we can. But I will never use Spot Hero again, ever, because I emailed Spot Hero about this, I complained about it, which I never do, to be completely honest. I bitch a lot, but I never actually complained to the companies because I feel bad for the people that work there because it's not their fault and shit. But this time I actually fucking complained because it was a nightmare, and they were here's $10, and I was $10 for what? It was $10 off a future reservation. I'm never fucking using your parking service again. Fuck you. So this is me saying, if you use Spot Hero, print out your goddamn confirmation and leave it in the on your dashboard where anybody could see it. I can't guarantee that will keep somebody from booting your car, but it's the only thing I can think of that would possibly work.
Tara, sponsored by the Hyatt Valet. The Hyatt Valet. At least you won't get booted.
Yeah, right though?
Well, honestly, like Keith and I were driving in this year, we're just staying at the hotel. I mean, like I know we're paying twice as much as we need to, but at least we know that our cars
please
are there.
Do me a
and they're
favor
safe.
though, and do not tell them what room you're in because they'll charge it to the room.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're good. And the thing is, they're great. They get them fast in and out. I stayed at the Hyatt for MomoCon, and like that, they were great. Their service was great. Like,
and I just heard nightmares about people's cars getting broken into in like private lots and stuff, and I'm just like, I'd rather just be in a safe garage.
And you're leaving Tuesday, or
Yeah,
you're gonna be fine.
We got like 5 days. So, yeah.
You're gonna be in and out. It's gonna be great.
See, I cheat and I don't park there. My parents live 30 minutes away, so I leave my car at their house and they drive me in.
Absolutely. That's what I do for.
Strikes back.
So I do for Anime North. It's just like a 20-25 minute drive away. So it's like I'm not taking my car.
Yeah, my parents are gonna go get my oil changed.
But it was hilarious. I mean, I'm in my 30s. Yes, I still live with my parents, but I'm moving to the U.S. But my dad.
You do not have to explain to anybody that you are in your 30s and living with your parents.
Not at all.
But my dad, he was picking me up from Anime North, and he walks into the convention, and he's like this old guy just looking around at all these kids in costumes, like, interesting. This is what my daughter does. I'll just like walk up and I'm just like, hey, Dad.
Oh yeah,
I'm dressed as a boy.
My parents like to drive my car in for me and then go sit at the bar and just people watch and watch everyone walk by until I'm ready to go for the day. So, yeah.
Yeah, I that would be amazing if I had that sort of.
It's the best.
In the past, I've always just valeted my car at the Hyatt because the issue is like if you don't, then you pull up and you have to unload your car, and then if you're by yourself, you're kind of fucked because like you have to immediately get your car away from there.
Yeah.
You can't go check in, whatever. And so like in the past, I was just valeted. Most years I've been by myself, but like this year I'm carpooling with people and we're coming in Tuesday night and I'm just not going to worry about it at all.
Tuesday's the new Wednesday, y'all.
No, I mean, let's be real. I'm not like when I say we're coming in Tuesday night, we're driving from Greenville, which is 2.5 hours away at like we're not even leaving here till like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So I'm not. Tuesday is nothing for me. It's literally just the option of getting there like Tuesday night so that I can sleep and then get up Wednesday morning and go immediately check into my room and like just
Get
not
the best hotel room.
Like, I mean, they have my room on request, and they did it last year. Like, I checked in at like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Watch there being someone else in that room, and they'll like, sorry, that room's not available, and you'll be like, well,
I'll kill them. Kill a bitch. I'm kidding. I'm not that rude. But I'll be like, yo, then you're putting me in one of the rooms on either side of it that has 2 double beds, because I'm not worried about it though. I mean, well, the other thing is like there could be somebody who's like who needs to check out or something. That's fine. But like this is also saving me 2 hours of PTO that I don't have to take to drive down there first thing Wednesday morning. So
yeah.
So personal highlights. I don't want to go first. Ren, why don't you go first? What are you doing anything other than like the photo shoots that you mentioned? Like what are you looking forward to?
I'm doing the aquarium. I got a VIP ticket for the aquarium. So open bar. That's the main thing. I don't know. I'm still like iffy about some of my plans. So that's my big
2 weeks out.
I know.
Hey, don't judge over here. It's a judgment-free zone, Tara.
I
wrote my costume list down today. Yeah. I wrote my costume list down today, and I was like, I still have 2 places that don't have anything. We are doing an Alice in Wonderland shoot at the Botanical Gardens because they have their big Alice in Wonderland setup right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're doing that Thursday. Other other than that, yeah, I don't have anything planned. Just like I'm not good on planning this year, so we'll see. Yeah.
Ashley?
I don't know. I think there might be a dog interruption going on.
Oh, this
right
is
now.
like a major interruption. I just want to wait till Tara finishes and make her drink.
I'm trying to get him to be let outside because I know I can hear him, like I can smell him farting, and I know he needs to go to the bathroom.
This is a multiple animal interruption. Tara, the queen in the north of animal interruptions.
I mean, right now I'm not really the queen in the north. That's Ashley. Ren, you're in Orlando area, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Andrew's Orlando.
We're
Ashley,
South Bronx. We're the Krennig men.
Ashley's in Canada.
I'm of the north.
Of the true north. You're north of the wall.
Yeah.
Or wildling zone.
Maybe the real wall shortly.
Yeah. So I guess highlights. Well, see, like if you guys haven't caught on right now, I'm in the middle of moving, so I've pushed everything to not important zone, which.
Not important zone.
What do you love about Dragon Con, Ash? What do you look forward to? Is it just blacking out?
Oh, we're talking about what our
we do not black out, okay? Ashara browns out. Listen.
I'm looking forward to the
one of the two of us always remembers something.
What did you say, Ashley?
Well, I'm looking forward to the North Remembers party.
Yes.
And a sound system that works this year.
Yes, Tara, are you ready that works?
This is not my job.
It's 100% your job. You're in charge. It's your job.
Yeah. Sure. It's not Dragon Con Tech's fault at all. Like
no.
It's totally my fault.
For the half hour that it was working, it was awesome. It really seemed like a really cool party, and I hope that last year's mishap does not affect people's attendance this year.
I mean, honestly, it's going to because it breaks trust. But I mean, at a certain point, I hope it's still a good turnout. I mean, it'll be regardless. I mean, and I think we have something to show and make it a good party and make it a good experience, especially since. And
I mean, like the people involved in putting it on, they're all like super passionate people.
Yeah, we have. Seriously, and I'm gonna say this here, and I think I can like literally say it briefly on a microphone at the party itself. But we've had donations from Chloe from Girls Gone Canon podcast, and also from Kyle, who does the Azora Hype webcast, and also from myself with like Saga Event Planning and Ice and FireCon, and between the three of us, like. We're going to have like decor. Like this is it's going to be like a step up decor wise from last year as well. And Ashley, you're doing so Podcast of Ice and Fire as well. You count like you made the Weirwood leaves and everything. So like we've got like some awesome decor that's going to happen. And like Adam D Vinci, who's the DJ, like he was DJing it last year. And let me be very fucking clear that it was not his fault. It had nothing to do with him in terms of like the sound system issues. It was absolutely like they were having sound issues in that room the night before. Dragon Con Tech Ops didn't do anything about it. And it, by the time like, so like they had the sound issues, they didn't take care of them. Like they weren't as bad the night before, but like then we got in there Saturday night and half hour in the whole sound system crapped out. Like I couldn't even get on a microphone and talk without it crapping out like halfway into like my sentence.
And when the tech guy in a steampunk hat can't fix it, nobody can fix it.
I mean, and honestly, it wasn't his fault. Like like he was trying, he knew what he was doing, but like it was a bad sound system, and they should have fucking fixed it the night before.
So Tara, what are you looking forward to, Tara? Like in a positive light?
I wasn't done.
Oh, actually have more.
I'm looking forward to our cosplay group Sunday night.
Woo!
Our Sunday cosplay group is
not just Sunday night, like literally all day.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it or not, so I'm just saying Sunday.
I don't think it's like Well, first of all, the one that we're doing Sunday, like during the day-ish.
Okay, okay. We do themes in our room, because that's what we do. This year our theme is Always Sunny, and we're doing an Always Sunny group cosplay. We won't say what it is.
Well, and to be fair, like the theme for our room always comes from the previous year. So like last year our theme was Zelda because the previous year certain
husbands wouldn't get their asses off the game.
Brian brought a little like Super Nintendo with like OG Zelda on it, and Keith, our other Ashley's husband, wouldn't stop playing the game to do anything. Like anything.
I spent 3 hours putting on body paint, and then I'm like,
every
time. And he's like, oh, maybe I should shower.
Well, that was also the year we didn't. That was also the year we didn't have wireless controllers. So every time I had to go to the bathroom, I was having to step over the goddamn wire as Keith is like playing Zelda. He's like, the dungeon. And I'm like, I don't fucking care about your dungeon. I have to pee.
And it's like, okay, yes, I like your stubble. It's very hot. But also you're cosplaying an anime character.
Which means you haven't had your ball chopped yet. Jay.
But I don't even like
right now.
The It's Always Sunny theme came from like first we had already had these shirts made for Dragon Con last year, so that was kind of like the intro to it. But then like we kept getting split up from our group, and it always seemed to happen on crosswalks. So like that the people would be like on the other side of the crosswalk and do the Thunderdome, be like, we'll come back for you, which of course nobody ever did. Like,
oh yeah, no, but we actually, was last year the year that we actually did the Thunderdome, like that actually kind of happened with Jazz.
Oh yeah, like several times. It was like we were constantly leaving people behind and being like, we'll come back for you.
This was not planned at all. No, Tara had messaged us. She said that she was trying to get into the room or something like that. She couldn't get in, didn't have a key. So we're like, we're running from where we were back to the room. And it ended up getting into yeah. So we just start running because we're like, oh no, she's going to get pissed if we're not there in time.
I love how you're moving in fear of Tara's anger. You're responding. You can't respond to it. It's like a T-Rex. If you don't move, she doesn't see you.
But there was like 5 of us, and then like 4 of us crossed the road, and then like Jasmine gets stuck behind traffic and couldn't cross, and we're like, we'll come back to you, and we run off, and then we lost other Brian somewhere, don't know, and then Keith, me, and Brian are waiting for the elevator, and it takes forever. It opens up, and like we can't get on because there's a person in a wheelchair. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know, we had to wait for the next elevator, and at Dragon Con, you know how long you have to wait for elevators. And so we turn around, and Keith's gone, and we're like, where did Keith go? And this guy standing beside us is like the guy who was giggling and then just ran off. And then the elevator opened again, and Brian hops on, and he's just waving while the door closes in front of me. So then I start running. It was. Yeah. It
always becomes a thing. So
yeah.
And now they did the ladies episode, so we got an inclusive. We're totally covered this year with It's Always Sunny.
Well, I mean, Ren, do you watch It's Always Sunny? Have you ever watched It's Always Sunny?
I actually haven't watched it.
Oh no!
I know.
So sad.
I know.
You have 1 week.
No. That's the thing, though. You don't need to watch all the episodes. You literally just need to watch like Who Got Pregnant and the Gang Beats Boggs and the Ladies Beat Boggs.
Gang Beats Boggs, ladies episode, ladies version.
Well, you need to watch OG Gang Beats Boggs and Ladies Beat Boggs. And honestly, like, these people are horrible people, and that's literally all you need to know about anything.
They're amazing. They are moral villains.
Yeah. All right, so panels, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it, Tara.
Okay, all right, yeah. Friday, I have a Red Dead. There we go. Drink. I have a Red Dead panel at 8:30 p.m. Saturday, 11:30 a.m. Heroic Journeys in Game of Thrones. 7 p.m. is the Game of Thrones final season panel. Come bearing your hate, but not for us, please.
We didn't do it.
Sunday, 1 p.m., Apocalypse Psych 101. 4 p.m., Fire and Blood, which is the Targaryen history Game of Thrones panel. And 10 p.m., Looney Game of Thrones theories. Always a fun time. Yes. If you go to that panel, like, honestly,
you have to line up early.
At least 30 minutes before. I would honestly suggest 45.
And take a shot before you come, because that gets you in the same vibe with us.
Bring a drink. Just bring a drink.
Yeah.
At least.
Drink.
Double fist it. You know what? Just go all the way.
Monday, I don't really know what's going on here. There's a panel that we're doing. It's called Nailed It or Failed It, Game of Thrones character arcs, where it's literally like a Nailed It, like, Netflix episode, but we're talking about Game of Thrones character arcs. It's going to be hilarious. Originally, I was told it was at 1 p.m. Then I was told it was at 10 a.m. Then I was told that might change.
Yeah.
So like, God, I hope so, because me at 10 a.m. on Monday of Dragon Con is going to be seriously problematic. I will be, if I show up, I will be drunk from the night before, and it's going to be bad.
Sure, at 10 a.m. any day is problematic. Like,
yeah, but see, we do our big party Sunday night. So.
Yeah. So I was told,
we'll be lucky if we kick people out of our room by 5 a.m.
They were trying to change it. I don't know if it actually has happened. Right now, I'm going to assume it's still at 10 a.m. Kill me.
But then mine must have moved to the 2 p.m. slot, so it's weird. It's weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm on. So I'm Monday. My panel that I'm on and Tara is not on is the next Game of Thrones, which was originally scheduled for 10 a.m. If they're bumping it, they must have been flipping it. So mine must be 2 p.m. now. I don't know what time my panel is.
Wait, when was the last time you got an update on that?
Last time I checked the schedule, which, I checked the schedule like last week.
You can't check the high fantasy schedule isn't the one that's correct.
Right. No, I get that. But all I'm saying is that that's what I was going off of. And my one panel was at 10 a.m. So we'll see what the fuck happened there with that.
Yeah. No idea yet.
Yeah.
What other panels are you on?
Okay, so other things that Tara didn't mention. I'm on a little shit with Tara, but I'm not going to mention that because it barely counts. Friday, 5:30 p.m., I'm doing My Hero Academia, one of the biggest animes out there. Last year, there was no panel. We have a great panel this year. It's myself, my friend Joe, my friend Lakota, and Maddie. Should be great. Doing a lot of cosplay. The photo shoot is earlier that day, so we're going to be promoting it at the photo shoot for people. And then Ashley will be joining me forcibly for the 10 p.m. shipping game.
Yeah.
It should be a clusterfuck.
But a wonderful clusterfuck.
It should be great. We're trying to make the anime track great again.
Yeah. Because it wasn't. Sorry, did I say that?
Can you get hats? Can you get hats?
We need to. So then the next day I have Heroic Journeys in GOT Final Season. And then at 8:30 p.m. I have Evangelion You Shall Not Discuss, which should be great. They just put Ava on Netflix, so it should be a good discussion. And then I have Sunday, Fire and Blood, Looney Theories, my Fire and Blood conflict, so we'll see what happens. Sorry, John. And Monday I have the next Game of Thrones and Nailed It or Failed It. So packed, but I'm excited. Like, there's not one of these panels I don't want to be on or I'm worried about the other panelists on. Last year I was in a lot of panels where I was the only one I knew. This year it's with my crazy people, and I'm at home.
I don't have it memorized, but I think the anime one's probably the first one.
Yes.
So doing the Friday night shipping game, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
I know. I'm really mad that it's literally right after my panel ends at the West End. I'm gonna be booking it over to the Hilton.
The anime track is not that popular, so I feel like that's going to be a popular panel, but I also feel like the anime track's not popular enough that people will look.
You say that, but shipping game, something like that is the type of stuff that's going to draw a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're hoping, because they need more things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. then I've got Looney Theories on Sunday. Oh, the Fire and Blood is also Sunday, I think. Yeah, I'm only doing 3 panels. So Fire and Blood, which is Targ history, which I've been trying to reread the books for, not working out so much.
Dude, I was trying to listen to Fire and Blood, like
I have it audiobook
as an audiobook, and I can't. It's a terrible audiobook. I can't. I like reading it was so fine. It was like interesting. I'm fine. I blew through that book in like a week, but like listening to it, I'm like,
I'm gonna probably be able to reread everything except the Dance of Dragons, just because I've read that so many times in so many different versions. So I'm not gonna be on the ball with the Dance of Dragons history because I am not rereading it for the 7th time. I can't do that. So Fire and Blood and then Looney Theories.
Cool.
And I'm not on any panels.
That's freedom. You're free.
I am free.
it's because you're too busy cosplaying.
Cosplayer.
Yeah, I
Okay,
have.
Red, how many cosplays are you doing?
I have spaces for 15.
There you go.
Are they real cosplays or are they like t-shirt cosplays?
No,
like,
they're real cosplays. Yeah.
I told you.
The thing is, though, like if you start counting Thursday till Monday, if you do 2 cosplays a day, that's a lot. That's like,
Yeah. This is Thursday to Monday.
Can we talk about this dog right now? Look at him.
Animal interaction.
you're creating an interruption.
He's just I'm taking a screenshot of this because he's just staring, kind of Rigby.
He's creeper fast. He's creeper
Rigby
right now.
He just wants to be with his mommy.
Mr. Bum.
Let's just move it along.
Sorry. I had to screenshot it because he's like creeping just right there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, like that, and that's the thing, like you're doing like, and this is again, like why, like I wanted to bring somebody different into this webcast. Cause like Ashley's kind of a mix of like crazy cosplays and panels. Andrew and I are kind of cosplay, but not cosplay heavy and a lot of panels, but you're like straight up cosplay. Like,
Yep.
Like that's what Dragon Con is for you.
And that's what we were gonna go. So why don't you just talk about some of your cosplays?
Which one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually I'm heavy cosplay, but this year I can't be just because of the move and everything.
I
it's all on
you. Man, I have 3 Critical Role cosplays. I have one from another Dungeons and Dragons game. I have Death for the Deadpools. We're doing the Alice in Wonderland. I'm hoping that I can bring a Joffrey. I haven't pulled any Joffrey out yet. We're doing Harry Potter again. I'm doing a Much Ado About Nothing costume.
Like Empire Waist and all that?
No, it's actually from the Royal British Shakespeare version that Catherine Tate wore. Yeah.
Right, it's Shakespeare. Sorry, I'm thinking Jane Austen.
Yeah. I have 2 Good Omens costumes. I know I'm blanking on things. Those are the ones that I can think of right now. I know that I need to go through my closet and pick out 2 more. So
that's very impressive.
Yeah, it's a lot.
How many brand new costumes this year?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 since my last convention that I made something for.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm literally like, what can I do to my old costumes? I don't have to make anything new.
I'm gonna reuse this old trusty dusty cosplay.
I have 2 still to finish, and I'm leaving on Sunday to head up.
Oh, wow.
So, and I have to work 5 days. I have to work 5 10-hour days in between now and then. So,
Crazy.
I have 2 days of sewing left. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Speaking of cosplay, is anyone else a little bit exhausted with the Marriott carpet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Let it happen. Let it
No,
burn.
I'm sorry, but like,
Let it burn.
the thing that brought this up with me was
Carpetsaurus Rex
the
will be amazing.
Carpetsaurus Rex
That's a
costume.
mashup
Yeah.
the world needs right now. The world
Okay,
needs
that
all
was-
those
that was
carpet
okay.
Nobody needs. No, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Those T-Rexes, they smell so bad. They smell so
Yeah.
bad. I've literally never not been around one of those T-Rexes that didn't stink up to high heaven, like a BO. I'm
But
sorry.
when you're looking at them, they bring so much joy.
No,
Do
they
they
don't.
They do.
They don't. Oh, they don't. Other than not more nonsense Marriott carpet shit that apparently Ashley and I are the only ones that just. Or well, Ren, do you agree with us that the Marriott carpet thing has gone a bit much?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of over it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen.
I feel like if you're gonna do the Marriott carpet, you have to do something that is not just a character with the Marriott carpet. You have to do something with it, like that's.
Guys, it literally trended to be the cover of the fucking preview this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's where we've gone.
Of the preview? What do you mean?
Hold on, I have
my
it right
God,
here. I have it.
You got
Wait.
it. Thank you.
Yeah, I got it.
Fucking
Okay, I
Neil
don't get these
Tara.
things because I'm an attending pro.
Yeah, this is the progress report for this year.
Humble brag.
Is this something that we're supposed to receive?
This is the thing that you
Yes.
get for the.
Everybody should have that.
Yeah.
Mine's over there. It's under a stack of shit.
Okay, so Ashley didn't get it either.
I've never gotten sent anything.
They don't
other than a
deliver it to
postcard.
Canada. They don't have beaver post. It's fine.
Well, yeah. So, what do we think will be popular this year? I'm going with Umbrella Academy, Spider-Verse, Fat Thor, and Good Omens.
Yeah.
There's going to be a million Ahoy cosplays.
Oh, yes, that too.
They're going to be all over the place. They were everywhere at Comic-Con, and I am already sick of them, and they are going to be
It's a couple
everywhere.
of cosplay. It's easy. It's going to be everywhere for Halloween. It's beyond.
Yeah, that was the first thing in the Spirit Halloween emails that came out.
But
they got it in that too?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that, Tara, that literally they call it Thorbowski now. And
Thorbowski?
Yeah.
a photo shoot dedicated to Thorbowski. A photo
Yes.
Hold on. Photo shoot. That's it. Immediate upgrade. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that'll be it. That's my call.
That'll be a big one, just because there's not a lot of costumes for larger men, and that's going to be what they go to.
Yeah.
If you're a tall, portly man, you can get in that cosplay. Like, same with I'm doing Peter B. Parker. I actually need to work on my pizza face a little bit more. It's a good one for people.
I keep thinking I should have brought Spider-Web back, but I don't feel like cutting my hair. I don't feel like cutting my hair.
You've been replaced, Tara. You've been replaced.
Good.
I'm gonna do I'm doing a Love, Death, and Robots one, so I'm thinking there'll probably be a few from that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
That was popular this year.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the easiest one, which is the girl in the robe. So.
Yeah.
I got a feeling
right? Other than Thorbowski and do you have anything else that you think is going to be popular?
No, I agree with the Good Omens because the
that's
for
going to
that
be
is
everywhere.
gigantic.
I feel like half of my
gonna be
friends are doing Good Omens cosplays.
Yeah, that's going to be huge.
Yep.
Yep.
I actually have 2 Good Omens costumes.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I wish, honestly, if I actually had time to sew this year, I would have been doing one. But
I mean, I have my, motorcycle helmet
Nice.
for my that I was working on earlier.
Yeah, there's so many good ones from that series.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as I saw Miranda Richardson, I'm just like, I want to do
Oh,
that.
I know.
And then I just don't have any time. Because Keith doesn't own a sewing machine. I've been, for those watching, I am moving to Chicago from Canada. My husband is American. So I've been living there for a month at a time, then coming back for a month. So, and he doesn't own a sewing machine. So my cosplay plans and everything's been well, I'm going to ship things there because it's cheaper to ship to the U.S. And I'm going to be moving there. But my move date keeps getting pushed back. So now I have 2 days between when I'm moving there and I leave for Dragon Con to sew everything that I've been shipping to his house.
I mean, you're driving, so you could just bring your sewing machine.
I could.
Could.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
we do get there on Wednesday, and I mean, like, so I will have time.
So does anybody else, do we want to go over what cosplays we're doing?
Ren already did hers.
Yeah, go for it, you guys.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Well, Love, Death, and Robots is my only new one. I'm going to recycle Game of Thrones. I don't know which one I'm going to use, but I'm going to use one of them for the Game of Thrones party. And I don't know what I'm doing for Thursday night Bunny Hutch. I might use my Bunny Hutch costume. I might use my Lolita Captain America, because that's a party going on this year, too, Avengers party. That's okay. So it's Friday. Oh, that's Love, Death, and Robots. I don't know what I'm doing during the day. Maybe Catwoman. I don't know. Saturday is going to be Game of Thrones. Sunday is our Always Sunny group, so I'm looking forward to that. And then Monday's just hungover.
Yeah, I'm doing, I was already planning on doing Femme Grandmaster Thursday night, and then like Red Dead. I'm just doing Red Dead stuff all day Friday, and then Anna from The Expanse on Saturday during the day, and then I'm doing like a Night Queen for the Game of Thrones party. Like none of this, the only one that's really new is Anna from The Expanse. Sunday, It's Always Sunny stuff. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one I'm on the fence is whether I bring back my Teddy, but other than that, I'm doing my Hef Finger, which should be good for Bunny Hutch night. Peter B. Parker, Present Mike from VNHA, Old Captain America, which should be fun. Bad Place Trevor, and It's Always Sunny, and then maybe I have a rave cosplay, which I'm going to keep as my secret cosplay, and like one or two other things.
Oh yeah, I always bring like a rave cosplay, which is usually just my pink.
I was say, rave cosplay for me is like, I'm going to wear my Hufflepuff sweatshirt.
And I have like Hello Kitty goggles, so I put them on as well. So that's like,
it's not cosplay. It's like that's what I'm thinking. Like, oh, I'll bring my Space Jam outfit. Mm-hmm. It's comfortable.
So that's how you get 15 costumes in it.
No.
Dragon Con.
No, the fact that we're not doing Parks and Rec this year is like throwing me off. So, because we normally do Parks and Rec as a nighttime costume.
And that's a fun one because it's pretty comfortable. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's super comfortable.
And I've done Drunk Yuri from Yuri on Ice for like late night costumes.
That's just your life. That's just the life you live. Actually.
I don't usually wear booty shorts that often, but I wish that could be my life.
Ashley's like, I don't wear booty shorts that often, and I'm over here like, wear booty shorts more often, girl.
I'm in Canada.
True.
Canada. That keeps it away from me. I do have a no pants policy in the summer though, because like when you have to wear pants that often, once you get into warm weather, you're just like, no, I'm not doing this. And so I have no pants, no socks policy from April on.
Just because it's almost 9:00, we should probably wrap this up soon. Party stuff. There is there is actually an official Dragon Con party list, which I think is a new thing.
The link doesn't work, by the way, the Dragon Con parties link.
Oh, really? Oh, like dconparties.com or?
The link doesn't work. It might be on a Facebook page now.
Okay, so there is. I'll try to remember to put this in the comment, or actually, you know what? I'm going to put it in the chat right now.
It's a media relations link. Okay, yeah. Okay, got that.
The media relations link doesn't work.
No.
I think that's the one that does work.
Okay. So they actually did put out a party list this year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because you're always scouring for it, like,
and there's no locations or whatever.
It's like they don't realize our costumes depend on this. We need to make a schedule, damn it.
Yeah.
But there's no locations, but that's fine. But like, so there's a bunch of stuff going on Thursday. Wakanda isn't a thing this year, but there is an Endgame party, and of course there's Bunny Hutch.
Wakanda was lit last year. Can I like call
Yeah,
it?
it was because the Bunny Hutch is too crowded, and honestly, the music's not that great. So everyone went to the Wakanda party and had a great time.
Yeah.
Well, look, Thursday night is always going to be Bunny Hutch that you don't actually go to the Bunny Hutch and you go party somewhere else in a Bunny Hutch.
In a Bunny Hutch, is that what you're doing? With
Exactly, yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, we weren't in Bunny Hutch last year, but
it doesn't.
But yeah, no. So there's an Endgame party. There's a Stranger Things prom, along with a few other things.
Is that on this Thursday as well?
Thursday, yeah.
Wow. Okay, they're trying to push competition then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that at the Westin? Where is?
We don't know yet. Friday, I know Zombie Prom is happening again. My friend Adam, who DJ'd the Game of Thrones party last year and who's DJ'd the Zombie Prom the past like 2 or 3 years, is doing Zombie Prom.
That one traditionally is at the Westin.
It used to be. I think it might be at the Hilton this year.
Oh.
I don't know for sure, but just
because
saying.
like basically I don't go to any party that isn't connected by Habit Trail.
Yeah. Saturday, I honestly have like no idea. Like Heroes and Villains is Saturday, I'm guessing. I don't care about anything that's happening Saturday except for the North Remembers How to Party, because like we're running it. So I'm running it. Ashley is providing decoration help. So are several other people, but I have put all of this shit together. So thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Chloe from Girls Gone Canon. Thank you, Kyle from Azor Hype. Thank you, Ashley from Podcast of Ice and Fire. Thank you to the Ice and Firecon volunteers who are going to help set all this shit up. Thank you, Josh Harrison, who is going to bring his Iron Throne again. But like legit, like I put all of this shit together. Like I'm just, if we get fucked with the sound system again this year, I'm going to be so goddamn pissed.
And I'm so excited because like everyone involved in trying to put this together are super passionate fans too. Like we are hardcore Ice and Fire. Like that's what we do. Like I don't call it a hobby. I call it my semi-professional job. Like I don't get paid, but sometimes I get free tickets and shit. So that makes me a semi-pro, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and
really, it was in the Hilton, and all other parties were right there, right next to it. So, just saying, we love the party, but if it fails, all the other parties were great.
I swear to God, if there's a sound system issue again this year,
The Spectrum party was lit, so was last party in Alderaan.
Yeah, I'm a little upset that the LGBT party got moved because they were next door to us, and like we had like a lot of back and forth people, which I think is a great thing.
Yeah, and that's what I want to say. Like for people who are on the fence, I want to say like if you want to divide it because you have commitments or want to see both things. If it's in the Hilton, you can just bounce from one to the other and like go for one for 2
And I think there was another party going on too, wasn't there?
Last party on Alderaan, but the line for that was insane. Like something happened between 2017 and 2018 where they just didn't know how to handle it. And like there were a lot of issues. Like I was trying to get to the fucking bathroom, like that was behind the Alderaan line.
Yeah,
and
that was the night the Hilton was not prepared for 3 parties in one venue. They were
not big ones.
And they're adding extra food courts this time, so they're gonna have
because
and also so last year the track director Jen, she didn't know that it didn't cost her money to have a bar. So she basically was kind of under the assumption that like she had to pay. Like the track had to pay to have a bar in the room. They don't. So like there will be a bar. I mean, it'll be a cash,
yeah, obviously, but that helps a lot. Because,
it's better than going downstairs and getting a drink. That was like
yeah.
Well, it was 3 major parties in one venue, but the LGBTQ party has been moved, so it might not be as bad. I don't know. I know the washroom situation, I had to go to the desk and tell them, hey, this is a bathroom with like 20 stalls and nothing has paper in it.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
and I am an introvert. I am not a walk up to step person. And I was just like, dude, you guys gotta do something.
Ashley, you should know from the Canadian woods. You got a hand, you know.
I travel with Kleenex in all my purses. I was cool, but I'm sure someone else was not.
So Sunday, we need to go do the Sunday parties. So we've got like 4 that day.
I don't know. I just know Yule Ball.
Yule Ball is
Yeah.
a big one.
Yeah. So apparently,
I think the steampunk one is, but that's at
Steampunk.
the Sheridan's, so no one
Yeah.
goes there.
Yeah, and we'll all be Yule Ball. Honestly, is usually the way I close it out because their music gets good once the kids get kicked out. Be there, so you know, and the party is at 2.5 strikes.
Yeah, we're hosting the room party, so we probably can't just bugger off to the Yule Ball and leave our room unattended.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. Like last year, I like so Looney Theories from 10 to 11 on Sunday night this year, like it was last year. By the time we got to Yule Ball last year, it was so crowded. I walked in, was there for like 2 minutes, and was like, my anxiety, I could not handle it, and I walked out. I was like, goodbye forever.
I was there for a while.
I
was
couldn't
there.
handle
It was cool. Like there's someone walking around with a big giant Prisoner of Azkaban like cutout so that you can
it was like too many people too close for me. Which is probably, you know, part of the, I mean, that's the reason why I avoided Bunny Hutch Thursday night last year because the line was so long. I was like, this is going to be a nightmare.
Well, from what I heard of everybody with Bunny Hutch last year, I think the issue with Bunny Hutch is everybody is there to be part of a costume group, not to
No, they have a separate lineup.
No, but even that people, once they get out of it, just stand in the room because they're waiting for them to announce the costume winner, and they never did, and it was really so if people in a room not dancing, it's weird. It's not really a
well, that's why I didn't like Bunny Hutch last year. It's because it just was people just kind of standing around.
Yeah.
Like I can stand around at the Pulse Bar and have a better time
and see more shit.
Yeah.
And talk with
because like half the bunnies aren't even in the Bunny Hutch; they're just walking around anyways.
Yeah.
All right. So other stuff, like last minute stuff before we conclude.
I don't know. This is go all night.
I know we could, but I have to pee. So
wow, damn it, Tara.
I mean, I'm admitting that right now. God, I've been trying to set this thing up for like 2.5 hours.
Tara,
like. Yes.
Are you going to have fantasy bitch stickers?
Yes, I will have fantasy bitch stickers. I have run out of the Hufflepuff one. Sorry, not sorry. But I will have fantasy bitch stickers.
The Slytherin stickers. Great. Thank you.
No, there's no Slytherin stickers. Fuck you.
But
I do have plenty of fantasy bitch stickers. Also, again, like if you want a Gang Goes to Dragon Con shirt, like order it now. Like I don't know how fast Chuck can ship them, but it's definitely like not, you know.
Don't do it 2 days before Dragon Con unexpected.
Yeah. Right.
And absolutely, people are welcome because we
his website is fanamaniacs.com is what it is. So I'll try to remember to post it in the chat. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that right now.
Let's drop it in the live chat.
But yeah, so it's fanamaniacs.com and like
we absolutely love the fact that people are into it and want to buy them. Like.
Yeah, and they're really
want to see people wearing them
too. Like they're like soft ass, like comfortable t-shirts. And
I wear this like
and also like I'm gonna say this right now. Like I went through this with my friend the other night when we were talking about them. Like these are legit screen printed t-shirts, not iron on. Like iron on shit is going to lose its luster after like one wash. So like if you really want one of these and you want it to last, like please buy it from him. Like he's a Dragon Con attendee. He's a good guy. Like he supports my shit. I support his shit. Just saying. So other than that, sorry, I had to scroll the top of our document to like get that link.
Yeah.
Find me for my fantasy bitch stickers. I don't know, just look around con for me.
What's the story behind the fantasy bitch stickers, Tara?
Oh my god! It's actually like it has nothing to do with Dragon Con. It was somebody from my local, so I'm a moderator on my local Greenville, South Carolina subreddit. And somebody just decided, like, I had to ban somebody because they were a
Asshole?
racist piece of like racist, sexist, like absolute piece of shit. Like I'm talking like bad. Like I there are a lot of shitty people on this subreddit and I put up with it and cringe every time I have to like deal with their comments and posts, but like this person was just constantly bad. So I banned them, and as soon as I banned them, every single thing I commented or posted on was reported. And like, it started with like, you know, fantasy bitch was just the start of it.
Yep.
This bitch is living in a fantasy world. And then it was like fantasy bitch. And then it was like fantasy cunt. So.
Not hard to see.
Yes, listen, the word cunt, like, I feel like this is just, we've made this word worse than it needs to be. Like, just get over it. Like, not get over it, but like, if we stop giving it the power that it has, then like, it won't
Pretend
have that
you're British.
power.
Yeah,
Right.
Pretend we're British. They don't even know.
But regardless, like, the fantasy bitch thing, I was like,
I'll take that.
oh, okay. So then I asked my lovely friend Megan, who does a lot of graphics work for, she's a Birdie D cosplay actually on Facebook. She does a lot of graphics work for Ice and Fire kind of stuff. And I was like, I actually like posted a thing like, can anybody create something for me that like encompasses this fantasy bitch thing? And she was like, I'm gonna do it. And she made this graphic that's like it's like the F is like Harry Potter with the lightning, and it's got some Lord of the Rings, it's got some there you go. So it's got like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. It's amazing. And I had some koozies made. Those are gone. Those are not happening again. I don't have the money for that shit. But I still have a shit ton of stickers. And like last year, we were just putting them on our badges. Like, because that's apparently what I am. I'm a fantasy bitch. It's fine.
Very true.
Like, if that's the worst thing somebody can think of to say about me, it's like, okay.
I'm going to market this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took her graphic and like my friend did an iron on a shirt and everything. Like I'm owning this shit. Fantasy bitch? Yeah, sure. I am a fantasy bitch. Thank you. Like I like it. I'm
Yeah.
Like wouldn't you like fantasy bitch? Like how is that a slur? How is that like a bad thing? Like Ren, would you really like if somebody was like, you're a fantasy bitch, like I guess it depends.
They're doing like catty over a thing of wine.
I think it depends on how you say it, but like really though, like I'm just gonna always assume, like I know this guy was like fantasy bitch, but I'm gonna assume it was
hold on, Terry, you're not getting it right. Hold up here. Fantasy bitch. I'm staying up in Sheridan. I'm here in this fantasy bitch.
Don't mind my neck beard. You're a fantasy bitch.
She's ruining it.
So it's like, that's a person who's never going to get a Legacy Hotel. Do declare.
I do declare with that attitude.
I do declare.
You will never move uptown to the Hyatt with that attitude, sir. Good sir. On that point, I bid y'all adieu.
Oh my God. Oh. All right. Before we get to the conclusion, does anybody have anything else they want to bring up?
I love Dragon Con.
Dragon Con.
I knew like Tara the first time I went to Dragon Con, and now
really? Like we got like I had booked a room at the Holiday Inn where I had my room in 2012, and then we got a Hyatt room randomly. So like, and this all happened like for Ice and Fire Con 2013. So like Ashley and like a whole bunch of other Ice and Fire Con people were like, well, we want to go to Dragon Con because we kept talking it up because that's where Ice and Fire Con was born, literally. And like, we're like, well, we have a room. You can like, as long as you pay for it, you can have it. Like, it was on my credit card or whatever, but I was like, yeah, just pay me for it. Like, you can take the room. Like, I don't need it. I've got a Hyatt room. And like, so they started coming to Dragon Con and it.
Yeah.
Ice and Fire. Oh no, we lost Ren.
Just like, fuck this shit.
No, I'm guessing she just got kicked entirely. So conclusion, whether or not Ren comes back, favorite Dragon Con memory from 2018?
Oh God, you're throwing that one out.
You know, the Yule Ball was a fun drunken mess. I don't remember much.
Last year?
Yeah, I only went in for like bits and pieces, but like there's this point where Keith left and I was just on my own with like the girls and we had a really good time. I mean, I hate saying it, but hanging out. Oh no, it was because it was the young squad because like we have our group of friends, but then we also know the Becca group of friends and they're like the 20-year-olds. It was like, so this is what it's like to be 20. It was fun.
Something. 20-something. Andrew, what about you?
Oh God, there were so many. I mean, frankly, like just running into like the merger of friends as I moved. I forget what day it was. I think it might have been even Yule Ball night. But like just running into different groups of people that I knew, and it was Sunday, yeah. So like I was running into and seeing everybody, and kind of seeing like the merger of everybody that I hung out with over the weekend, and then like dragging everybody back to 2.5 Strikes, and then dragging people like, you know, around to just start drinking and like finishing off that day, and then honestly,
yeah, everyone just finishing off at 2.5 Strikes was amazing.
Yeah, but beyond that, honestly, like a little bit of step up. My first year at the Leftover Alcohol Party, I had such a good time, and it was such a good vibe. I really liked that party. That was like, you know, but just the finishing up. Last year, I usually get like really bad, like not bad. I usually don't like to go, you know, like almost pre-PCD, like don't want to leave. But it was like a nice send off, and I really liked that last year.
Yeah, the fun thing about the get rid of your alcohol one is because it's not a party, it's more like a chill party. So yeah. It's really good for like meeting people and just being like, we had a good weekend. Let's talk about our weekend.
Yeah,
like,
and
reminiscing.
You get to like catharsis, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I think like last year, especially the leftover alcohol party. Like, it was the first time that there was, like, they designated a room for it. Yeah. And they were, like, okay with it. Like, previous years, we, like, went to these parties and they got, like, closed off or kicked out, like, or whatever. But like,
they put it in a safe area and, like...
Yeah. No.
The people that were running it knew liquor law. They knew, like, hey, we're not serving you. You just bring the alcohol and you serve yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to put this beer here. If someone else was to take this beer...
I'm trying to think, like, honestly, it's like really hard for me to come up with like a best memory from last year because like Wednesday night was fucking amazing. Like,
what happened Wednesday last year? You're gonna have to remind me.
You weren't there, but
were
like,
I not there for Thursday?
No, you guys didn't get there till Thursday. But like, it was just like I actually went to like a Colonial Fleet gathering at the Hilton. And then like went to dinner and like then just hung out with like roommates like Brian and Lauren and whatever and like Wednesday night was fucking amazing last year and I got too drunk but it was amazing other than that. And then but the leftover alcohol party was great too. And actually and not just a leftover alcohol party but like we went back to our room after that and like played games and like I know Andrew I don't think you came with us because you had to get up or something but like
I had like a 5 a.m. flight.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went back to our room and we played games and we ordered pizza, and it was just it wasn't supposed to happen, but it did, and it was really, I don't know, the last time I went to one of the leftover alcohol parties was 2014, and it was bad. 2014 was a bad year for me. So anything that trumps a previous shitty experience is good, you know? So it was definitely some, and that's the weirdest thing. Don't get me wrong, I had a shit ton of fun between Thursday and, I mean, God, Ashley, you and I
Are you awake?
Are you awake or do you have pizza? But I had a shit
nights.
ton of fun between Thursday and Sunday. But honestly, it was the two caps. It was Wednesday and Monday that were the best for me. I don't know why.
I'm trying to remember. I know that it all ended in our rooms every night that this last year, everything ended up in our room.
Yep. Every night.
But I'm trying to remember what we did Friday, Saturday. I know Sunday was the big party, but what were we doing? What did we do last? Oh, okay. Saturday was the Game of Thrones that did not happen. I know we were there for a long time. What did we do afterwards? Did we just hang out in the Pulse Bar?
The Game of Thrones party, once it closed, we all went back to our room and we hung out in our room for a while, and then a bunch of us went back and hung out in our room, and then eventually we tried to go to the rave, but the line was insanely long, so we just went.
Oh, there was one night that we were all hanging out in the smokers area. That was really fun too, just hanging out with and getting cooled off.
But not the time.
I don't know how much Tara remembers of that one.
Not the time when the chair was gone.
What night was that?
A night.
It was a night. I don't.
Dean was with us. If that helps.
That was Thursday night then.
We were out late.
I don't remember Thursday night. Sorry. I don't remember a lot about Thursday night. I remember some, but not all.
Sure.
Well, we get Ren back.
Yay! Yay!
All right, Ren, we're about to close out, but
we're reminiscing.
What was your best Dragon Con 2018 memory?
So, my best friend and I tend to go to this tequila party. That's a room party. And last year was the last year they were doing it. And they gave out cups. So I actually have a cup that says they called it the Eduardo party because they had an Edward Cullen cardboard stand-up that they put in the room.
Oh
and
my
they
God,
put a mustache
I have one of those!
Yeah. And they put a mustache
so
on
much
him.
I used to have one of those.
And they just had they would give you just one of these cups with tequila sunrise in it. I still have the cup. It's in my it's a plastic cup that I have in my closet in my cabinet. And everyone went out on one of the lounge floors in the Hilton and gave a cheers to Eduardo because they were retiring Eduardo. So it was so much fun though. And they're such a good group of people. It's just I think they had 50 people at this room party.
Wow.
It was ridiculous. Yeah.
I'm wondering right now, should I try to?
I mean, that's how 2.5 strikes. That's how 2.5 strikes came about. That's how the name came about. Is that we had 80 people in our. It was some ridiculous number of people that should never have been in a hotel room.
When they said okay, knock knock, 2.5 strikes.
Yeah, they were they knocked, and we were fuck, and we just pushed a whole shit ton of people out on the balcony. The balcony was just packed. You couldn't move. It was so packed full of people.
Well, these people had they had 2 rooms that connected.
Oh yeah.
And so you could go in one room and go around and go to the other room. And the whole reason we started going Yeah, the whole reason we started going is because they were next door to us one year.
Oh,
And they
that's
came
cool.
over and, yeah, they knocked
You
on
see,
the door
yeah,
and they
that's what
told
we
us
did.
we were having a party. You guys are welcome to come over. The first year that I ever went, the entire cast of the Vampire Diaries were there.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. So, see, after our 2.5 strikes fiasco, we've been trying to be like conscientious neighbors and be like, hey, there's going to be a party here this night. If you would like to come over, you may. But
They
just
hate
a heads
us.
up that our volume will be a little bit louder than your typical.
But like, our neighbors have always been like
assholes.
Yeah.
They're like, we're like, just not. Well, no, okay, they're not assholes.
This year
to
we're
be
trying
fair,
to get
to be
people
fair,
that we know.
they knocked on our wall. They didn't call security. It could have been a lot worse. But like this year, I'm pretty sure we've got at least one side is our friends. There's a very good possibility both sides are. But like,
yeah, we're gonna request at the desk to be
which would be the dream.
Yeah.
Like the dream is all 3 rooms in a row are our people, and we don't have to worry about it because we are not quiet.
Nope.
But all right, well, now that we've done our favorite Dragon Con member from 2018, anybody else have anything else you want to say before we sign off?
I'm an introvert, but Dragon Con is my happy place.
It is my happy place. It is for sure my happy place.
Yeah.
My spirit animal is Dragon Con.
Yeah.
It's no Ice and Fire Con, but like, I'll take it.
Okay, Tara.
No, I mean, I love Dragon Con so much, but let's be real, like Ice and Fire Con. Like,
I'm working too much at Ice and Fire Con.
Right, that's right.
Okay, Ashley, honestly, here's the thing. I actually work as much, if not more, at Dragon Con than I do at Ice and Fire.
I don't believe that, but okay, Tara. Okay, Tara.
Like in terms of needing to be on panel, like needing to be somewhere at a specific
percentage
time.
of time you're allowed to drink. That you have to drink. Percentage of time. On that note, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. We will be back in September. Hopefully all 4 of us with an extra person to talk about Hangover, like after the con. Other than that, thank you for Andrew shaking his head like he.
I'm gonna die. My liver will die.
That's why we
living in the U.S. by then.
That's why we always give at least 2 weeks after the con for.
We need to recover time.
We need to recover.
I'm going to be there surrounded by boxes being like, I have not unpacked anything.
No, it's going to be this same suitcase.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us, and we hope to have some more people in the live chat for longer in September. Bye, guys!
Thank you for listening to Tara Lynn's A Geek Saga podcast. If you like what you heard, please check out my website, ageeksaga.com, or consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/ageeksaga.